When you've been around as long as Phantom has, you just become a people person. So you want to interview everybody. Now it's time for Phantom Interviews Everybody.
Okay, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Potters Pregame. Phantom here interviewing everybody. In this case, it's Jake Morurell, the starting pitcher, 2-0 on the season already. Jake, thanks for coming up and joining me.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Now, you were here last year. I've covered you for, it seems like your whole life now over at ARC and now over here. You were here last year. How is it different coming in this year than it was last year in the summer?
Yeah, this year coming in a lot more confident with my pitches, a lot more confident with my throw and strike ability, and just trusting it and eating up innings.
And that's an important thing. I mean, you're 2-0 already on the season. We're just barely a week into it. You got 2 wins already. I've talked to Brock Ragatz a lot about you. We talked about you in your progression and everything. The one thing he said, he wanted to make sure that I understood, was that what a hard worker you were. And that obviously is the first thing. But hard work is one thing, but you got to know what to work on. So tell me about the process of getting from where you were at AR and last year to here.
Of course, yeah. So using that hard work ethic that I've learned throughout my years in high school and at AR especially, I use that going into Jessup and then working with coaches like Brock Ragatz and learning how to fine-tune my mechanics and what I need to work on. Just as hard as the other things I was working on before really helped me make that step that I needed. So yeah.
Let's go back a little bit because, like we said, I covered you over at AR, and the team, got better every year, but wasn't one of the best teams in a great conference. Tell me about the experience, just the community college baseball experience for you and for the guys.
Yeah, for me, especially at AR, I was looking to come in there and get a lot of at-bats, get a lot of innings pitched because I didn't get that much in high school. So coming in and getting a lot of that experience, even though we didn't win a lot of games, really helped me progress as a player. And definitely got me to the place I am today, because without that grind at the JUCO level and that work ethic would never be there. So
it seems like some people think that when they're done with high school, they're done, and then they get in, they find the community college and they find, I can still play a little bit, and I still want to play a little bit, and I see it all the time, guys getting better when you think you've already got as good as you could get, and you get better in junior college. So you come out here, you're starting first night, you come out here, you throw 5 great innings. Obviously that had to feel good. What were you working on coming out right in the first game?
Yeah, first game, just coming to work on my stuff, just pound the zone with fastball, slider mainly. Trying to not be too fine-tuned, not to try to strike a lot of guys out, but let the game just kind of flow fluidly, yeah.
And when you were in, a lot of guys tell me, they go, when I'm in the bullpen, nothing's working, everything's working. It doesn't have any bearing to when you're on the mound. What about you?
Yeah, especially specifically on the first day, my fastball and my slider were both working, which is nice to have.
Yeah.
The last start I had, my slider definitely wasn't working as much as my fastball, so you just have to be able to be adjustable and make in-game adjustments that could
It's tough for you working with different catchers. I know you always, that's part of it. You probably got used to that a little bit last year, but is it tough for you coming out here with a guy you've never thrown to before?
Yeah, it could be tough, but I really meshed well with both Ryan and Chang this year, so yeah, they've been good.
And what about I always like to ask guys about this, and you've experienced last year, and you're pretty much a local guy, but what about the whole Lincoln experience? What about getting together with guys, some you do know, some you don't know, and throwing it all together, making a team, and getting out here in front of a fan base that's coming out here in droves already this season?
Yeah, it's so awesome. I love meshing with the guys, even new guys that come in every day. It's the crowd brings us together, the team brings us together, the environment of Lincoln brings us all together, and it's just always fun to be out here.
And finally, how much easier is it for you to know? It seems like you know that you're going to pitch every Friday, and you get on that schedule. How much easier it is for you to know that?
Yeah, it's nice for the preparation throughout the week. Yeah. I've always been used to throwing or knowing when I'm throwing, but in the last year I haven't really known that, so it's nice to get on a throwing program. It's especially nice for my family because they know when they can come out to my games and I don't have to come out to every game.
And they know if they can't make it, they can always go on YouTube and watch it on
that. Is true.
That's right. Very
exactly.
good. Jake Morurell, what a pleasure talking to you, my friend.
You,
it's great to see you. It's great to see you coming up, jumping the game up. You're 2-0 on the season. You're one of the key guys on the team. Thanks for coming up. Really appreciate it. And hopefully we'll see you again before the season's over.
Anytime.
Jake Morurell is our guest on the pregame show. We're back with baseball right after this on the Stones Broadcast Networks.
'cause mama, I'm sure hard to handle now, yes I am. I try to speak loud in the birds, and I'm a man with the greatest spirit. Got the knock on me, but I can love you better than him. Take my hand, don't be afraid, I'm gonna prove every word I say. Advertise the love for free, so you can play the band with me. Oh, run on, not the desert. Tips in love, bring a little thing, let me light your kennel cold, so mama, I'm sure hard to handle now, yes I am. Hey, hard to handle that. Said, baby, here I am, a man all the same. Give you what you want, but you got to bring it home to me. There's a good little love and then I got a little more in store. When I get the baby thorn and all, know you'll be around for more. Boys run on, not to present. Touch and love, pretty little thing, let me light your chemicals. And mama, I'm sure hard to handle now, just a man. Yeah, hard to handle, man. Get it. Boys run along without my love, but you just don't love. Pretty little thing, let me light your chemicals. And mama, I'm sure hard to handle now, yes I am. Yeah, hard to handle that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, hard job. Now, no. Little banana, dear, hard to blow it out. Oh, yeah. You're out of my life, I'm so much better. Thought that I'd be weak without you, but I'm stronger. Thought that I'd be broke without you, but I'm richer. Thought that I'd be sad without you, I laugh harder. Thought I wouldn't grow without you, now I'm wiser. I'd be helpless without you, but I'm smarter. Thought that I'd be stressed without you, but I'm chilling. Thought I wouldn't sell without you, so not million. I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder, I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it, I will survive. Keep on surviving, I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it, I will survive. Keep on surviving. Thought I couldn't breathe without you, I'm in heaven. Thought I couldn't see without you, perfect vision. Thought I couldn't last without you, but I'm lasting. Thought that I would die without you, but I'm living. Thought that I would fail without you, but I'm on time. Should be over now, but it won't stop. Thought that I would self-destruct, but I'm still here. Even in my years to come, I'm gonna be here. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder, I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it, I will survive. Keep on surviving, I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it, I will survive. Keep on surviving. Wishing you the best, pray that you are blessed. Much success, no stress, and lots of happiness. Not gonna blast you on the radio. Not gonna lie to your family, no. Not gonna hate you in the magazine. Not gonna compromise. Not gonna diss you on the internet. My mama taught me better than that. I'm better than that. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving. I'm a survivor. After all of the darkness and sadness, sun comes happiness. If I'm surrounded by positive things, I can't pass by. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor.
things never seem to change, and every day I stay the same. Moonlight swelling through the trees, it never seems to wane. Sometimes I feel like I'm a silhouette, like my imitation leads me towards regret. Sometimes I wish that we had never met. I'm faking every step, stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. Disconnected, out of mind, I'm unaffected by the times. Misdirect me on a dime, break me with something slight. Born in a compromise, raised on white lies. They say the road to hell is paved with gold. At 25 I feel content with caution, dodging my halo. Dodging my halo. Dodging my halo. You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. Uncomfortably numb. We're undone and uncomfortably numb. The seasons change, we stay the same, so we're blue in the face. I need the pain to soothe my brain. You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. Uncomfortably numb. We stay the same.
Coming to you live from historic McBean Stadium in the heart of Lincoln, California. It's time for Potters Baseball. Potters Baseball brought to you by Stone's Broadcast Networks. And now let's send it up to the booth, to the legend, Mark the Phantom Lowe.
Thank you, disembodied voice. Yes, it is the legend Mark the Phantom Lowe, and I just gave a cookie dispenser for hire. I hope he got it. Riley was supposed to give it to him. Thank you very much, Spencer. We'll get to that later. Thank you very much, Stones McCoy, disembodied voice. It is time for some baseball here. We got a Tuesday night matchup between the Lincoln Potters and the Marysville Giants, although I want to name them the Marysville Super Tigers for some reason. I'm not going to do that. We're going to keep it at the Giants. The first game of a one-game series, so it's a single game here, and the only home game the Potters have this week until they entertain AE Express starting on Friday night. Mark the Phantom Lowe here along with Riley the engineer. Willie Preston is on the PA. Our interns are, well, the intern coordinator is Carson, of course. Luke Stoutwalker is over there. Spencer for Hire was here a minute ago, and he's taken off because he dropped one spot in the intern rankings because Brielle moved up to number 2 with her sparkling effort when she did the best seat in the house competition. Fantastic job, Brielle. Well done. Princeton will be very proud of that. And as we get ready to start the game, John Alkire out of Folsom High School and Texas State University, making his second appearance of the year. His other one went an inning. He gave up a hit, a run, a walk, and struck out 2. Riley, let's put up the batting order, if you will, from the Marysville, a.k.a. Super Tiger Giants. A couple of Sierra College products, Landon Better Logan Yakovachi, center field and shortstop. Also Jake Redding out of Lincoln, California, and also Sierra College is the catcher. Carter Jones, Shane Danley, Buda Cavalli in right field, McGuire Nichols, and Cade Spomer also from Lincoln at second base. Brendan Doran is the pitcher for the Marysville Giants, who will take the field, but not before getting up here to bat. Landon Vetter will be the first hitter, as we said, out of Sierra College. He'll be facing John Alkire. 2 for Tuesday out here, also a Taco Tuesday, and they tried to put it together on the promotion they gave Willie as a Taco Tuesday Brews Day, and we just turned that down flat. That just did not flow. It's a Taco Tuesday and it's a 2 for Tuesday. They're separate entities. Enjoy each one of them. You can enjoy them together if you'd like. Get yourself a taco and enjoy, 2 for Tuesday. You can do that, but don't put it together in the copy. Let's be serious, people. Ball thrown around the infield. We're ready to get started. The crowd is filtering in. A really good crowd for a Tuesday night. A beautiful night for baseball out here. Just kind of looking out here, checking everybody out down the third base line. Fat Cat is working hard. Hot dogs and sausages down there. Sabores to Mexico with some tremendous Mexican food. And that's why they call it to Mexico, including the burrito bowl, which is amazing. Alkire's first pitch is down low, and we are underway. Landon Vetter, Logan Yakabachi, and Jake Redding, the first three hitters for the Marysville Giants. And the Potters playing their 8th game. They are 6-1, and that one is fouled off to our left. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Sunday's game was a win against the California Red Tails 11-2. Eric Vassar got his first win of the season. Real pleasure talking to him as the player of the game on Sunday. Alkire delivers, and it is outside, 2-1. A nice talk with Jake Morurell before today's game. 2-0 on the season already for the left-hander out of American River College and now William Jessup University. Just a pleasure to meet him right before he sat down to talk with us. 2-1 pitch, check swing. It's in there for a strike. He sat down to talk to get ready for the interview. All of a sudden, there's Brett Griffith. Not in the lineup today, so he goes, you know something? I'm going to go up to the press box and deliver cookies, which he did. Mom, thanks. And Grandma and great-grandma, thanks for thinking of me. And the cookies are delicious. Even Riley loves them. And Riley doesn't love anything. He's grumpy. He had one cookie and just got, I haven't had anything to eat today. Well, now you've had a cookie, Riley. So there you go. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Vetter, but thanks to Mama Griffith and the whole clan. I think the whole family, the extended family, because they're all over the place. Check swing, and that's ball 4. Didn't miss by much on that one. Just a little bit low. But Vetter, a good at bat. He'll go down to first base. Logan Yakovachi is the shortstop. He is also out of Sierra College, a right-handed hitter. Potters wearing their powder blue uniforms. Giants have a kind of a gray off-white kind of thing working. Riley, what would you say to that uniform color? Yeah, a gray off-white. I think you're right. I don't like to hear that. You got it right pretty much. That is not working for me. Check on Vetter at first base. Alkire delivers the fastball, and it's fouled out of play. So a couple days off after this one, then AE Express, always a tough opponent. Tough preseason opponent, comes in for a 3-game series, Friday and Saturday night, and then Sunday afternoon. You got to remember to get a hold of Tom Maley. He's supposed to come in and be our guy on Sunday afternoon. Fastball, call strike, and he is out of there. Yakovachi takes the call strike. First strikeout for John Alkire, and that will bring up Jake Redding, the catcher out of Lincoln, California, and Sierra College. Big right-handed hitter, looks down at his third base coach. The Giants are coached by Ryan Larson. Ken Budicavoli is an assistant coach, as is Mike Allen. Throw over to first base, and the ball gets away. Let's take a look defensively, Riley, now that I'm reminded. Tyler Russell out in left, Brian Williams Jr. back in center. Trip Garish has returned from the Air Force Academy. I guess they gave him a break. He said, I'm going to go play some baseball. Third base, I've got Jason Hansen, Aiden Diome at shortstop. At second base, it is Jake Lavin, Ty McGraw at first, Ryan Villanueva behind the plate, and John Alkire is on the mound. Delivers the high fastball inside at 91 miles an hour from John Alkire. Live arm, I think he got up to 92 or 93 the other appearance. So Hansen, Diome, Lavin, and McGraw the infield. Russell, Williams, and Garish in the outfield, and Villanueva behind the plate. Misses outside. 2-0 now on Jake Redding. Carter Jones, the designated hitter, will follow. Tried looking up Carter Jones to find some information. There's a lot of Carter Joneses. I don't think I found the right one. Something in Illinois or something. That's fouled out of play by Jake Redding. 2 balls and 1 strike. Sometimes you got to be a detective on these things, Riley. If you don't have a lot of information, you go on the internets, but they take you down some weird paths. I don't know if you know about that, you kids. Wasn't playing Dungeons and Dragons or anything like you do. I was trying to find out some information. 2-1. Check swing, throw down to first base, and the throw is a little bit late. We talked to Ryan Villanueva the other day when he was the player of the game, and he says, I like to be aggressive, I like to throw. And it's kind of interesting. You get used to some new corner infielders when you make throws like that, and McGraw and Villanueva work together about 2 or 3 games now, so a little bit more tuned in. But that one just a little bit too late. Vetter is back diving into first base, and a 3-ball, 1-strike count on Jake Redding. That one is fouled off. The runner kind of started, stopped, and then took off again. So, Riley, what is the game you play when you and the guys are, when you're putting the headset on? Which game are you playing? All of them? Just all kinds of them? What about The Last of Us? Is that a game? No? But you don't play that? Then do you play the warfare-like games, or do you play like build a farm kind of a game or something like that? 3-2. I don't have trouble seeing you as like the squadron leader, leading my guys into battle. Oh, I'm the guy who waits for the first wave to go in. Then I kind of sneak in behind him. I like that. Well played. Throw over to first base. Got him leaning the wrong way, but he's back in. Good job by Alkire over to McGraw. Vetter somehow avoids the tag. And Landon might want to go get the old lottery ticket because that was quite a fortunate move right there. It stays 3-2 on Jake Redding. I just don't see you leading the assault, Riley. I mean, hey, I don't see me doing it either, by the way. Okay? Runner's going, it's fouled off. Come on, I'm definitely like the general. Like in those old, like the Roman Empire, they have all the guys attacking, and then there's the generals way up high on the hill going, and they got people carrying them around. That's me. Because to get to be the guy that doesn't go in first, you got to be the guy that goes in first, and then you graduate to the guy who goes back. See, that's the thing. We'll do it again on a full count. Vetter does not go. The breaking ball is called strike 3. Right on the inside corner. Beautiful pitch by John Alkire. He's got 2 outs. He's got to run around. He's got Carter Jones coming to the plate. Big right-handed hitter, the DH tonight for the Marysville Giants. Another breaking ball. That one stays a little bit too high, and it is a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Riley, I know you're hungry, so I'm seeing all kinds of good food being brought back to the seats. I got S'mores de Mexico over here. I had some pizza over there. Fat Cat obviously throwing the brats and dogs out there. Throw back over to first base. Vetter is back. I think they're just kind of mocking you because they know you're hungry. I always tell you don't eat before you come out here because there's so much to eat out here. And then you're up here whining about it. You got to get your emissary to go get you something. But do you have an assistant or anything? Does your dad give you an assistant? Oh, that's too bad. That's a shame. That's fouled off on the fastball 1-1. I thought by now you'd have earned your own assistant. I don't have an assistant. Obviously, I don't have an assistant. There's no way. But I thought you'd get one. I think Carson's an intern. He's got an assistant. Look we got Spencer for Hires going out and grabbing all kinds of stuff. Why didn't he ask you about that? Hey, why don't you set my boy Riley up here? There's a line drive. It is fouled on the first base line. That's why Spencer, although Spencer, you did drop one spot, but it wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault. But see, that's why he's going to get back up there because of that. Hey, man, I'll go get you something. See, what a guy. He is from Washington State. I will say that, Washington State Cougars. 1-2. Breaking ball, a little slow roller out towards shortstop. Diome waits for it. Across the diamond, gets him by a step at first base. Good inning by Alkire, gives up a walk, strikes out 2. We go to the bottom of the first. Giants nothing, Potters coming to bat.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Bottom of the first inning, Brandon Doran is the pitcher. He is out of Butte College. And quickly, Riley, let's quickly put up that lineup. Jake Lavin starting us off. Adam Deom is back. Trip Garish back from the Air Force Academy. Ty McGraw, Russell Hanson, Russell Villanueva, and Brian Williams Jr. rounds it out, batting in the number 9 spot. That's lifted down the left field line by Jake Lavin, and it is out of play. Jake at .435 on the summer. He has been very impressive for the Potters. I keep getting a bunch of texts from Stones McCoy, and I think they're important, and I keep opening them and outside, and I keep looking at them, and they're just I'm in a thread with him and Riley about going to get pizza because Riley's so hungry. So, yeah, I thought, hey, maybe I'm going to get some messages from the boss telling me something. No, Riley has to get some pizza. Don't worry, Riley's getting some Sabores de Mexico, I think. We're going to have Spencer for hire do the job. 2-1 now on Jake Lavin. 5 RBI, 7-run score for the left-hand hitting second baseman. He reaches out and fouls that one back right off the pole. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The second baseman out of Laguna Beach, California. Brandon Doran, the right-hander, out of Butte. Lavin lines it. Second baseman, what a stab by Spomer at second base for the out. So Lavin robbed of a base hit by second baseman Cade Spomer out of Lincoln, which you'd think he'd be nicer, but that's okay. He had to do what he had to do. Well, 1 out, Aiden Diome is the hitter, and let's look at the lineup defensively, Riley. Spomer over at second. He's the perpetrator. Nichols in left, Vetter. Budo Cavoli in right. McGuire, the third baseman, Yakovachi at short, Danley at first, Redding, and the pitcher Duran. There's a grounder to first base. He'll flip it over to Duran. He covers it and gets Diome at first base very quickly. So 2 outs, 2 up and 2 down very quickly here in the bottom of the first. And Trip Garish is our batter. Trip out of Belmont, California, and the United States Air Force Academy. He got a break, and he's coming to play some baseball. Says, you know something, can you give me a couple weeks? I got to go play a little ball in Lincoln. I said, okay, fine. Can we watch the games? Sure. They're on Stone's Broadcast Networks on YouTube. Lincoln Potters Baseball on YouTube. Subscribe. You'll never miss a game while I'm out there playing. So I'm sure we're broadcasting to the entire United States Air Force right now. Riley, do not be nervous. They're all worried about you eating. Garish takes outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike on Tripp. He's followed by Ty McGraw, the first baseman. Tripp's out in right field today. A Potter legend and a member of the United States Air Force Academy, so 2 legends. Takes that one off speed. It's in there for a strike. One, 2 to Tripp. 2 outs here, bottom of the first. Takes the fastball and he takes it outside. About 81 miles an hour from Brandon Duran. Or Doran. Tripp check swing outside, ball 3. Good eye by Mr. Garish, as that one was considerably outside, according to my TrackMan friends over to my left. Great night for baseball out here. Kid zone moved out to left field, as we've talked about a couple times. Garish swings and misses off-speed pitch. Good inning for Brandon Doran in the first inning. We go to the second, no score.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
$100 bills, and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill. And I buy the bar double round.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not 1 but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today, or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300...
Back for the top of the second, John Alkire will face Shane Danley a little bit late getting back. Riley was telling him his story about trying to buy a car, and so we got a little involved in that, and I'm sorry. Grinder out to the left of second base, scooped up by Jake Lavin. Over to first for the out. That retires Shane Danley. Put it in the scorebook 4-3. First out in the inning is recorded. Peyton Hudakabali will be the hitter, the right fielder. He comes to us out of Butte College. Oh, look at this. Spencer for hire coming through for Riley. Pizza and pizza. So no, I'm we talking to Riley for a while. He's busy. Alkire's pitches down low for a ball to Budakavali. So talking about his travails trying to buy a car. There was some accounting problems before they even took off. So that has been put on hold for those who are following along at home to Riley's. Kind of like the life of Riley, really. You'll know if we don't get on the air over the weekend that they didn't get a car because Riley won't be able to make it. Sharp grinder back up the middle. That's a solid base hit to center field by Budakabali. First hit of the game for either ball club goes to Peyton, and he is at first base with 1 out, and Grant McGuire, the third baseman, will be the hitter. Grant out of Feather River College. Pretty cool numbers on the back of these jerseys. Number 10, Grant McGuire. You think so? Look at the numbers. They're nice. I like them. They just changed their name to the Super Tigers. Inside fastball, 1-0. Got kind of like the little slanted little 10. Pretty sweet. Even Luke Stoutwalker liked them. Yeah, they could be a little bigger. Well, that's what I'm always saying about numbers on jerseys. Just make them larger. Old people, watch your games, okay? Now with Riley's camera work, obviously people can see it. That's a check swing down the first base line. That's a fair ball. Nice pickup. Throw to second base for the tag play, not applied. And safe at second base is Buddha Cavalli, but it's McGuire is out unassisted. Nice play over there by Ty McGraw. Had to play that on an awkward hop. And with 2 outs, that'll bring up Jackson Nichols. Jackson Nichols, just like Jake Morurell that we talked to in the pregame, a guy we covered for the last couple years, or last year on American River College. Jackson out of Valley Christian High School in Roseville. And he is up here, batting in the 8th spot. He fouls that one back to the screen. Jackson had a great start to the season. Then I think he had an injury of some sort and was out in the middle of the year and then came back. But he was very impressive. Had a couple of home runs on the year, as I recall. Fouls that one out of play to the right. Quickly 0-2. John Alkire from Folsom, California, and Texas State University, making his second appearance of the year. Gave up a run, struck out 2 his first appearance. And he has given up a walk and a hit so far. He has 2 strikeouts so far as we're 1 2/3 innings into this one. There's the old fake Rooney, which does not work. A Rooney. And back to second base is Buddha Cavalli. Fastball is fouled off again. Our trivia team is in trouble tonight because Jim Russell, who's one of our big trivia stalwarts, is at the game here. He's a ticket holder. He's always at the game. But that's going to take, I mean, I'm not there either, but they can work around. That's a workaround. Although last week I did help out. In the dirt, nice block by Villanueva, because the music category was one-hit wonders, and, you know, I got Funky Town. So somebody's going to get funky. You got to have somebody to get Funky Town by Lips Incorporated, or Lips Inc., I think is how it was. You know, they had to play that funky music, White Boy. Everybody's getting that Wild Cherry. But, you know, Funky Town, that was a point for the squad right there. Nichols slams one to center field. Williams coming on, makes a diving try and makes a diving catch. He might be one of the best we've had here in Lincoln in all this time, and he just robbed Jackson Nichols of extra bases. We go to the bottom of the second, still no score.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team helps keep together an amazing organization, and we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Ty McGraw, Tristan Russell, and Jason Hansen, the first three hitters for the Potters. In the bottom of inning number 2, Brandon Doran back out on the mound. Piper embarrassing himself yet again in the race, although he did have some stiff competition. There was some fast young men and young women in that group. Pop up on the off-speed pitch. Shortstop going back. That's Yakavachi, and he will make the catch to his left side for the out. Tough sun field right here, but McGraw is retired on a pop-up. 4 straight retired by Brandon Doran, and he will face Tristan Russell, who's 7 for 23. He has a home run. He's got 13 runs batted in already on the season. At .348 for the batting average for Tristan out of Cypress, Texas. He is the DH. We talked to him earlier when he was player of the game. He's still working through a shoulder injury. Hits a sharp grounder to the right of first base, off the glove of the first baseman, Danley, and it's going to be an infield single. Danley trying to do the backhand on that one. Very tough play for Shane, and he knocks it down. It's retrieved by Spomer behind him, but Russell is on. So Hansen, 2 for 12 with the run batted in. There goes the run of the pitches outside. The throw will be too late and get away, but backed up well by Yakavachi, the shortstop. Russell with the steal. Taken off right away on that one was Tristan. First pitch was a ball, I believe, outside to Jason Hansen. He's followed by Tyler Russell in the Potters order here. There goes the runner again, and Doran finds out, throws it to third, and the ball is dropped at third base, and getting back is Russell. Didn't have that on the bingo card, but Russell will be safe, and right now he doesn't really know what happened, and he just thinks, man, I must be really fast that I got back. Eli Garcia is, I don't think, in the dugout. He was with his Roseville Tigers team. They played the first game of the NorCal section tournament. He played it at home. They were leading late in the game. I don't know what the final was, but Eli said if they played home, he would try to get out here, outside for a ball. So I think probably Casey DeMello and Nate Kujawski are running the show in the dugout for the Lincoln Potters. Fastball's in there for a strike. Has a lot of off-speed stuff, does Doran, and that fastball only at 76 looked a lot faster, and I think froze Hansen just a little bit. Jason takes high and outside. Three balls and 1 strike, I believe, is what the umpire was signaling. At second is Russell, and that ball's outside, and Hansen gets the base on balls. So first and second, and 1 out here, and that'll bring up Tyler Russell. Tyler, 267 so far, with an RBI and a run scored. He is out of Queen Creek, Arizona. Cole Berry, number 12, warming up in the pen for the Giants as Russell waves at that one and misses. 0-1. Believe this is the second game of the season for the Giants, and so they're not going to throw anybody too long or too many innings, too many pitches. Outside, on the corner for a strike. 0-2 now to Tyler Russell. Ryan Villanueva, the catcher, on deck. Tristan Russell still out at second base. Jason Hansen over at first. This is outside for a ball. 2-2. No, 1-2. Trying to kind of give him a little bit of a bump there. It was a good take, so I gave him an extra one. There goes the runner. It is outside, and sliding in head first is Tristan Russell. So it's been an interesting trip around the bases for Mr. Russell. He got a single, stole second, was picked off, got back, and now stole third. Jason Hansen staying at first. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Tyler Russell. That is outside. So he's worked the count all the way 3-2. Umpire goes by the scoreboard, and he's trying to show the count so that it's 3-2. Scoreboard says 2-2 and refuses to change. That is ball 4. Move Hansen to second. Load the bases for the Potters and bring up Ryan Villanueva. Ryan 6 for 15, 400 on the season. He has a home run. He's driven in 4 runs. Ryan out of Brea, California, and Fullerton College. Up here with a chance to do some damage against the Marysville Giants. We are in the bottom of inning number 2. And from the windup is Doran. His first pitch misses on the outside corner. I think since Spencer went to the Sabores to Mexico, everybody in the whole place is going there now. All I see is plates of Mexican food going away. Swing and a miss. Villanueva took a cut at a pitch at 76. And the count even at 1-1. And it's a chopper up the middle, second baseman. It bounces off of him in short left field. 1 run will score. Here comes the second. Going all the way around to third is Russell. And Villanueva has himself a 2-run single. Potters lead this one 2-0. Looked like the Spomer might be thinking, how is he going to time this to get a double play? And the ball bounced off. It looked like it's left side some point. Potters have scored twice now. First and third here is Brian Williams Jr., the center fielder out of Midwest City, Oklahoma. Hitting at .346 on the summer and already 9 stolen bases. Takes outside for a ball. So a chopper that could have been 2 ended up being 2 runs for the Potters as they try to win their 7th game out of the first 8. High fastball from Doran. 2-0. Top of the order, Jake Lavin on deck. That one found the outside corner for a strike. 2-1. You don't see a lot of tie-dye these days, Riley. I like it, though. I still have one from the Lithuanian Olympic team, like back in, I think that was the early 90s. There's in there for a strike as well. 2-2. Got a little tie-dye working over there. A little some of everything out here at McBean Stadium. Great crowd on a great night. Potters on top, 2-0. The Kiln is full of Little League teams. There's a little chopper back to the mound. Doran's going to have to go to first. It's an RBI ground out for Brian Williams Jr. and the Potters lead it 3-0 as Tyler Russell crosses the plate. Going to second was Villanueva. Just not hit very hard by Brian Williams Jr., and that worked out to the favor of the Potters. And Jake Lavin will be the hitter. So a couple singles, a couple of walks, and a ground out. And the Potters have 3 runs up on the board here in the second. And Jake Lavin, who lined out to Spomer at second base to start the bottom of the first, is our hitter. And he takes a strike. 0-1. You have to use a 9-iron for that, Blue. That is tremendous. I don't think a 9-iron would have worked because you have to swing it. There's not a lot of contact area, but there's a ground right towards Spomer at second base. Big hop, and he'll go to first for the out. Potters score 3 times. We go to the third. They lead it 3-0.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Top of inning number 3. Potters leading at 3-0. John Alkire back out on the mound. He'll face Cade Spomer. Then the top of the order, Landon Vetter and Logan Akabachi. Through 2 innings, Alkire with 1 walk allowed, 1 hit allowed. He has struck out 2. Been aided by a brilliant catch in center field by Brian Williams Jr. that robbed Jackson Nichols of an RBI. Cade Spomer is our first hitter.
Leading off for the Giants, number 8, second baseman, Cade Spomer.
Swing and a miss. Oh and 1 on Spomer. Out of Concordia College. He takes what I thought was strike 2, but it's not, so it doesn't matter. 1-1. Cade Spomer is the dueling dogs batter of the game because Willie forgot to put one out there and Cade batting 9th. And that's how it happens sometimes, folks. He fouls that one out of play. In the higher echelons of power, that's how it happens sometimes. Cade probably came out to games. He didn't enjoy the dueling dogs batter since he was much too young, but I'm sure that maybe the parental unit was out here going, I hope this guy strikes out. I could use dueling dogs. Line drive right back up the middle. He said, not me, sir. I am not going to do that. And he's got himself a base hit. Second hit of the game for the Marysville Giants, and brings up the top of the order, Landon Vetter, who got a walk his first time up. He is out of Sierra College, Mr. Vetter. We're in number 21.
Now batting for the Giants, number 21, center fielder Landon Vetter.
Spomer over at first base. Alkire's pitch is a call strike. A little funky delivery for Alkire. He is 6'2", so he's got to get the arms and legs out of the way on the delivery. So maybe a chance for Spomer to think about taking off over there, but his lead not big. 0-1. Now he bounces out. There's the pitch to Vetter. It's high. 1-1. 90 miles an hour from John Alkire. It's consistently in the low 90s. Logan Yakabachi, the shortstop, number 2 hitter on deck. Nobody out here in the third. Vetter takes outside and low in the dirt, scooped up by Villanueva at 2-1. Potters off tomorrow and Thursday. Come back on Friday, taking on AE Express. Always a worthy opponent. 7:05 on Friday. It inched off a little bit more is Spomer. He doesn't go, and it's outside. I believe 7:05 on Saturday as well. I don't think there's fireworks this Saturday. And then 1:05 on Sunday afternoon. Three and 1 now. Vetter takes ball 4. So he walks for the second time. Spomer goes to second base. Giants are in business here with nobody out, and Logan Yakabachi coming up to the plate. So here's Yakabachi. He swings and fouls it off on the mask, I think, of Villanueva. So we're going to take a minute and make sure Ryan is recovered from that little sensation as the umpire takes the slow walk out to Alkire to give him a new baseball. Spomer at second base, Vetter at first base. Alkire had 2 hits and now 2 walks allowed in 2+ innings. Gets ready with the 0-1 on the way to Yakabachi with Jake Redding to follow. Breaking ball inside and got him on the uniform, and that'll load the bases with nobody out. A single, a walk, and a hit batter, and Jake Redding, who took a call, 3rd strike his first time up, is coming out, and Nate Kajowski will come out to talk to John Alkire. Potters, I think, just sent somebody down to the bullpen. I don't think they've had anybody warming up, so a little early to make a move here, but Nate's going to go out and settle his pitcher down here as Potters came up with 3 in the bottom of the second, and the Giants came right back. Spomer drilled a single up the middle, then a walk to Vetter, and Yakabachi hit by a pitch to set them up here. Good time for me to enjoy another one of the cookies from Brett Griffith's mom. They're never a bad time for that. They are stupendous. Mom is in Sacramento, Grandma is in Redding, and great-grandma's in Oregon. That's what I'm going to settle with. But what a great family. Following Brett from the AR days, well, following from the Jesuit days, the AR days, that's where I got on the train. Hopped on the train and brought him out here so I can get more cookies. I recommended them to the team so I can get more cookies. Okay, I admit it. Redding takes a fastball and he takes it high for a ball 1-0. Doesn't make me a bad person. I said, hey, you should sign Brett on the team. Brett Griffiths. He's a really good player. I didn't mention the cookies. I didn't know I'd get him anyway. I popped up right side, giving chase down the right field line is Garish, but I don't think he'll get there. It's in the bullpen area, which is a foul ball in this field. I'm really glad it is. There you go, Riley. Another 4 people, 3 snow cones. It's a good snow cone day. That was a bummer Sunday when there's no snow cones. We have the Rangers from swing and a miss by Redding. Rangers from I don't know what Little League or Pony League, and I said, looks like a street gang, and Riley said, that's the most passive-looking street gang I've ever seen. So, Rangers, probably great ball players, not a great street gang. And maybe that's a good thing. We don't need that. Redding pops it up and might be playable at first base for McGraw. He's in foul territory, and he'll make the catch. So big out right there. Redding pops out to Ty McGraw at first base, and it brings up Carter Jones, who grounded to shortstop his first time up. Base is still loaded. Now 1 out. So, Riley, you've had your pizza. You good now? You all right? Do I need to worry about you till about the 7th inning? You're good? All right, great. Good. Jones takes a fastball right down the middle at 89 from Alkire, 0-1. Again, struck by how cool those numbers are. I think that's a little brown in there, don't you think, Riley? I think there's a brown situation going on. Fastball outside, 1-1. Top of the third, bases loaded, 1 out. Potters leading this one 3-0. The Giants threatening with Carter Jones at the plate. Breaking ball misses inside, 2-1. That's when he lost, and Yakabachi was hit by the pitch. That time a little bit better looking, but it missed the corner inside by just a bit. Fastball's fouled out of play, so it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2 coming up to Carter Jones. Can't get over what a beautiful night is for baseball out here at McBean Stadium. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout right there at 90 miles an hour. So 2/3 of the way there for John Alkire as he had the bases loaded with nobody out. Now the bases are still loaded, but now 2 outs, and Shane Danley will be the hitter. Shane, the first baseman out of Feather River College. The Golden Eagles, I believe they are, grounded out to second his first time up back in the 2nd inning. And he represents an out that John Alkire desperately wants to get here in the third inning as well. Fastball is in there for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Look out for the bat. The bat just goes over to the dugout area. No harm, no foul on the bat. 0-2 at the plate. That is the farthest bat throw we've had this season. So we will put Shane Danley's name in the record book so far. That's about 90 feet, maybe. Yeah, that's considered. I'll give him 100 feet just because I want it to be 100. Shane, it's like, sorry, dude, I didn't mean to do that. You know, everybody's okay. We got netting around the place to protect the fans, and so that's fine. 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed, and Alcar comes all the way back up the mountain and retires 3 in a row with the bases loaded. We go to the bottom of inning number 3. Potters still on top, 3-0.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Bottom of the third, Potters on top 3-0. Aiden Dion will be the hitter. The pitcher is Cole Berry, number 12 out of Yuba College. He will relieve Brandon Doran, who went 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Threw the ball okay. It was just that one grounder by Villanueva that was kind of a line between a double play and a base hit, and then turned into a base hit. And the Potters scored 3 times in the second. Here's Dion. Berry's delivery is a ball. So it's 1-1 on Aiden out of West Park High School in Roseville. Breaking balls hit out in the air to center field. Moving over is Vetter, and he's got it for the first out. 1 down here in the third, and Trip Garish making his second appearance of the game. Struck out back in the first inning. The kid out of Belmont, California, and the United States Air Force Academy. What a great scene it was last year when he played his final game before taking off for the Air Force Academy. Even Riley was moved by that. And it's great to see Tripp back. Berry's pitch is a fastball, and it's a little bit too high. 1-0 on Tripp. Wearing number 34. The Potters with the powder blue and orange today. It's a powder blue Tuesday. No, it's a 2 for Tuesday and a taco Tuesday. Garish lines it back up the middle off the glove. Berry, shortstop, will pick it up. Won't be able to throw to first, and Garish has himself a base hit. Yakavachi got around to it, but really hard trying to get himself in position to throw from shallow center field. And Garish with the third hit for the Potters. Ty McGraw is our hitter. He is out of Gardendale, Alabama, and Troy University. Saying hi to Mom Tracy, who was here for, I think, the first weekend of this season. Ty is 0 for 1 in this one, and he takes a strike. Came in at .524. Now he's an even 500, 11 for 22 with 8 runs batted in and 7 runs scored. Big left-hand hitting first baseman. Hits it sharply to lefty shortstop into center field, a clean base hit. Garish rounding second. He was thinking about it. Didn't quite get his steps right as the throw comes through all the way to Grant McGuire. So 2 hits in a row for the Potters here with 1 out in the third, and that will bring up Tristan Russell. Singled in the first inning. He is .333 on the season.
Designated hitter from Cypress, Texas, Tristan Russell.
With 13 runs batted in, he scored a run in the first inning. That is his 7th run scored. Breaking ball is outside. Takes that one outside. 2-0. Jason Hanson to follow. Potters trying to mount a rally here in the third inning after the first batter flied to center field. Chopper first base foul over by the Potters dugout. 2-1 on Tristan Russell. 13 runs batted in, leads the team in that category. McGraw's probably second with 8. Russell check swing, a little bit outside, 3-1. Jake Lavin has 5. Villanueva has 5 as well, and that's ball 4. So Russell gets the base on balls. Potters return the favor by loading the bases in their half of the third inning, and Jason Hanson coming to the plate. Picked up a walk his first time up. Scored a run. Second run scored for Jason on the season. He's at 167, just 12 at bats. Check swing, and that's in there for a strike. That is a ball one. Luke Statwalker thought he was in danger of losing his intern ranking, so he just threw out the Tristan Russell plays for the German national team card. Breaking ball down low. So that's good stuff, Luke. Thank you. You can't just spring that on me in the middle of an at-bat. I mean, that's crazy stuff. 3-1 outside to Jason Hanson. Tyler Russell, the on-deck hitter. Popped up center field. Well, more than a pop-up. It's kind of deep to center. Vetter will come in now, make the catch. Tag at third, nowhere else. And the sacrifice fly plates another run for the Potters, courtesy of Jason Hanson. Gary scores. Everybody else stays put. 2 outs and a run in. Runners at first and second, and here is Tyler Russell. Hanson with his second run batted into the summer on what I categorize as a pop-up. Went about 330 feet to center field, maybe a little shorter than that, but it was a respectable swat by Jason Hanson. And here's Russell, Tyler Russell, that is, and he takes high. He walked his first time up, hitting at 267 out of Queen Creek, Arizona. Takes the ball down low. So now it's McGraw at second and Tristan Russell over at first. The Potters have scored once here in the third. They lead it 4-0. Potters with some activity in their bullpen. Down the middle, swung on and missed. 2-1. Swing and a miss again. 2-2. Barry coming through with maybe his two best pitches of the inning. Threw him by Russell. It's like Bobby Remedi warming up in the pen for your Lincoln Potters out of Folsom, California. Swing and a miss, 3 in a row against Tyler Russell. 1 run for the Potters in the third. We go to the fourth. They're on top 4-0.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Welcome into the top of the fourth, McBean Stadium in lovely Lincoln, California. Potters 4, Giants nothing. Peyton Budakabali will be our first hitter. He singled his first time up, the right fielder for the Giants, so he is 1 for 1 in this one. And he takes a fastball and he takes a strike. Alcar coming off back-to-back strikeouts with the bases loaded back in the third inning, as he worked his way out of a bases-loaded, nobody-out situation. And misses with that fastball outside, evens the count 1-1. John out of Folsom, California, and Texas State University. Connor Doucette also from Texas State. That one's high and inside. 2-1. So 2 right-handers from Texas State. Connor from the Woodlands, Texas. So a little bit further commute than John from Folsom, California, to come on out here. 2-1 now. Or as the scoreboard said, 0-4, which I don't know if that's right. That slice foul scatters some Potters right in front of that dugout. So we've had bats flying. We've had foul balls going to people in front of their dugout. That's safe to be a player in this game so far. It's safe to be a fan because there's a lot of food moving. It's safe to be a vendor, too. There's a lot of Mexican food and a lot of snow cones and a lot of dogs. That's call strike 3, breaking ball. Alkire gets his 5th strikeout of the game and brings up Grant McGuire, who grounded to first his first time up. There's a lot of stuff going, and I told you, don't eat before you come out to a Potters game because the food choices are tremendous out here. That third base little food court over there, you got all you need, all you need. Fastball outside. And then you go, there's, bars on the left side too, but also down the first base line is your brick and barrel backyard. That's your centerpiece. It's where they used to have a TV, but I think the TV is being moved to a different place. That's sliced out play to our right by Grant McGuire, who comes to us by way of Feather River College up in Quincy. That's fouled off again. That's 1-2 on Grant McGuire. One ball, two strikes, one out, top of four. Fastball is fouled off again. Alcar putting it all in every pitch. Potters at 6-1 on the season. Got a couple of days off after this one. Chopper down to third base, handled by Hanson. Jason across the diamond, scooped up at first by Ty McGraw. So 2 outs here in the 4th inning for the Marysville Giants, and they'll send up Jackson Nichols, the American River College product out of Valley Christian High up here in Roseville, who was robbed of extra bases and a run batted in back in the second inning by Brian Williams Jr. in center field with a diving catch of a line drive. So here's Nichols. Jackson takes inside corner for a strike. Jackson wearing number 24 for the Marysville Giants. Breaking ball is chopped foul down the third baseline off the screen, so it's quickly 0-2 on Jackson Nichols. Fastball misses. So it'll go 1-2. The waste pitch on the fastball at about 90 miles an hour from John. Breaking ball is popped up foul over the right side of the tarp. Yeah, there's a kid with a Spomer jersey on. I wonder if it's for Cade Spomer. I guess it could be. Maybe the whole family's out here. Looks like a player right there. Grounded down the first baseline. McGraw scoops it up. He's going to take it himself. He does at first to get Nichols by a couple of steps. Good inning for Alcar. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Potters stay on top 4-0.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. Our friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Potters will send up Ryan Villanueva against the new pitcher, Caden Bullock. The right-hander out of American River College comes on to relieve Cole Berry. Went an inning, gave up 2 hits, a run, and walked 1, struck out 1. So here's Bullock against Villanueva, and it is inside for a ball. Ryan with a 2-run single his first time up, a chopper up the middle off the glove of Cade Spomer. Lifts that one down the right field line, but it's out of play. Brian Williams Jr. to follow. Then the top of the order, Jake Lavin. For the Potters here in the fourth. They got 3 in the second. They got 1 in the third. Trying to go to 7-1 on the season before entertaining AE Express over the weekend. Breaking ball inside corner for a strike. AE Express this weekend. Then next weekend, I think it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, it's the Peloteros. Check swing on the outside corner, call strike 3. So Bullock gets the strikeout. The third for the Giants pitchers today, and Brian Williams Jr. had an RBI ground out his first time up. That is Brian's second run batted into the season. Came in at 346, make that 333 now with the ground out. There's a fastball, a good looking pitch, but it's too high. 1 ball and no strikes on Brian Williams from Dallas Baptist University. He takes that one and he takes the strike, evens it up. Chopper down the third base. McGuire has it across the diamond, high, but in time at first. Williams very, very fast, as we mentioned, but McGuire's throw nips him at first base. So 2 outs, and here's Jake Lavin. He is lined out to second and grounded out to second. So Jake is 0 for 2 so far. Came in at 435 on the summer out of Laguna Beach, California. And UC Berkeley. Fouls it off against Caden Bullock. 0-1. Caden started out as at AR. I know he found his niche as like a designated hitter, played a lot outfield, started. He was a valuable hitter during the last part of the season for Coach Jay over there. Breaking ball, waited for it, swung at it, missed it. 0-2. Coach Doug Jumele, the esteemed skipper at ARC. Home of Jake Morurell, as we talked about in the interview before the game. Check it out on our pregame. Look out, that's high. It is titled Phantom Interviews Everybody, I think is the new name of the segment. And Stones McCoy and Riley putting together a new intro with pictures that they're very proud of, especially the closing shot. I don't recommend it. Popped out of play. But they're very proud of themselves, and I think they have a right to be. A lot of craftsmanship there. So Lavin with a 1-2 count here. Hits one high in the air to center field. Going back is better. He's got room in left center. And he'll make the catch for the out. So 1-2-3 against Bullock in the fourth. We go to the fifth. Potters 4, Giants nothing.
If you're in need of a seasoned DUI attorney, contact the law office of Samuel D. Burns Incorporated. We are familiar with the laws surrounding your case, and we will work diligently to minimize the negative impact following a DUI charge. With a proven track record, Sam Burns works on your behalf to provide a positive outcome. He's been able to save his clients' driver's licenses and negotiate more favorable terms. Visit our website.
So many local businesses trust Wizix Technology Group when it comes to their office technology. Wizix is a full-service, locally owned company with exceptional service, supplies, and support, which guarantees quick delivery and response times. Copiers, printers, scanners, business phone systems, EV charging, document management, and more. Join the ever-growing list of local businesses and win with Wizix, the largest independent provider in the Valley. Wizix, office technology made easy.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it. We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. it's very costly to the developer. So beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Top of the fifth inning, Potters leading this one 4-0. We've got the convergence in the top of the fifth. The first batter in the Farmers' fifth, if he makes an out of any kind, it's half off Farmers. Plus, it's Cade Spomer. So it's the dueling dogs batter too. So if he strikes out, there's like free beer for the world. Inside corner. I don't know. I couldn't figure it out, so that's what I'm going with. Everybody gets a beer. Everybody beer. You have a beer. You get a beer. Everybody gets a beer if he strikes out. Well, half price for one, half price for another means it's free. Half off on two different beers. Chopper down to third, backhanded off the glove at third of Hansen, and it's going to be an infield single. So Spomer, for the second time, not only ruins us, but gets a base hit. He is 2 for 2. 2 of the 3 hits for the Giants, and that brings up Landon Vetter. Now, for the Farmers situation, if he gets out at any time around the bases, according to Willie Preston, who's the best in the business, then it kicks back in. So there's still hope for the Farmers half off. The Dueling Dogs, I'll have to wait till next time, I'm afraid, on that one. Lined out to left field and hit pretty well. Chasing it is Russell. He reaches up. Did he get it? He did. What a play in left field. Oh, my goodness, Tyler Russell. What a great play to rob Vetter of extra bases. That's our second web gem from the Potters outfield. And with one out, Logan Akabachi will be the batter. I neglected to mention Bobby Remedi is making his fourth appearance of the season. He is on the mound. He is 4 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. It wasn't earned. And he struck out 6 and walked 1, but didn't even get that in there as we had so much going on. But what a play in left field by Russell. Breaking ball to strike. No, a ball. 1-0. Russell had that one. He had one more step to go into the, I think it was the Astro sign out there in left field. And Spomer had to stay at first base, as he was probably already thinking about visions of scoring dancing in his head. Another breaking ball. That's lined to left field in front of Russell, and it will be a base hit. So 3 well-hit balls in the inning by the Giants. Yakabachi has a base hit, the 4th of the day for Marysville. Spomer moves on to second base, and Jake Redding is the hitter. The Lincoln product out of Sierra College has struck out and popped out. Big right-handed hitter batting with 2 on and 1 out here in the 5th. I think Friday night is country night, which means first 500 fans get cowbells. Go to Lincoln Potters website and check that out and make sure I'm right. Is that right, Luke? Friday? Okay. There's a mechanical bull? Are you kidding me? Where are we putting that thing? That is fantastic. Oh, my goodness. Tremendous. I will pick one intern that has to ride the mechanical bull. That's in the dirt, gets away, and going to second and third of the base runners on the wild pitch. So Giants threatening. They threatened in the 3rd inning, got the bases loaded against John Alkire, but he came back and got a pop-up and 2 strikeouts. Now they've got second and third, just 1 out here in the 5th, and a 1-0 count on Jake Redding. Carter Jones on deck. Mechanical bull. This changes everything. Outside again. Snagged by Ryan Villanueva before it gets back to the backstop, but it's 2-0. I'm looking at Spencer for hire on the mechanical bull. Oh, Riley, you want to get on the mechanical bull? All right, you better get Dad out here in case there's a mishap to take over for you, because there's not a lot of meat to your bones. If you hit the ground, you're gonna break. That is outside, but I'd love to see it. (3-0) now. Riley, the engineer on the mechanical bull. That is tremendous. We would beam that around the world. 3-0 pitch. Did it catch the corner? No, it did not. Ball 4. So Redding goes down to first base. As we said, the second time of the day, the Giants have the bases loaded, and Carter Jones is going to be the hitter. He has grounded to shortstop and struck out. Both of those against John Alkire. Carter, the DH for the Giants. And odds are he's from either Yuba, Butte, Sierra, or Feather River. That's outside for a ball. Carter wearing number 33 for the Marysville Giants, playing their second game of the season. Potters 6-1 in game number 8. Misses outside again. 2 balls and no strikes on Carter Jones. Shane Danley, the first baseman, on deck. Remedy from the stretch, misses outside. So Jones works the count to 3-0. Big right-handed hitter, the DH. Potters beat him deep straight away in the outfield for Carter. Remedy delivers a strike. 86 for Bobby Remedy, who comes to us out of Folsom, California, Benedictine University. Big 3-1 pitch coming up here from Remedy. Chopper foul off an off-speed pitch. Runs the count full to Carter Jones. 1 out here in the 5th. Spomer at third, Akabachi at second, and Jake Redding over at first for the Marysville Giants. And a full count on Carter Jones. He misses outside. Jones works the walk, gets himself an RBI. Giants push their first run across the plate. Move up Yakabachi and Redding as well. And Nate Gajowski is going to go out and talk to Bobby Remedy. As Shane Danley comes to the plate. Shane, the first baseman out of Feather River College, has grounded to second and struck out. And he's up here in a position to do some damage to the Potters. Here in the top of inning number 5. Kajowski having a couple of quick words. Also, Ryan Villanueva, the catcher, goes out there to participate in the conclave as well. And they are back ready to go. Potters have somebody warming up, but they just started, so not ready to come in as yet. If that's what the Brain Trust decides to do over there. Kajowski, we think, has been running the show for the first couple of innings. Remedy delivers on the inside corner, misses that one. So changes the location, still not quite on target. It's 1-0. Tyler Hutchinson out of Sierra College warming up. Remedy too low with that one. 2-0. One out in the inning. Potter's looking for that double play ball. They lead it now 4-1. Swing and a miss. Got that one on the inside corner. Danley pulled the trigger, couldn't connect. It's 2 balls and 1 strike now on Shane. Peyton Budicavoli is on deck. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Breaking ball, call strike 2. Danley thought he held up. I think he did, but I think it was called a strike anyway. And it's 2-2. Outside, ball 3. So runs it full to Shane Danley with 1 out here in the 5th. Potter fans a little bit on edge as they've had things their way the entire first 4 innings. Coming into this 5th inning with a 4-0 lead. High fly ball, center field. Williams going back. He's got a beat on it. That'll be deep enough for a sac fly. Williams will have it. He'll go to third with it. And the sacrifice fly plates Yakabachi for the second run of the inning for the Giants. Danley gets the RBI. 2 outs, and Peyton Budakavali is the hitter. He is singled back in the second and struck out in the fourth. So Peyton 1 for 2 in this one. He has Redding at second and Jones over at first, but now 2 outs here in the inning. Breaking ball inside and low for a ball, 1-0 on Budakavali. Peyton out of Butte College. Up there in Orville, up there, right up the road. Fastball misses outside. 2-0. Grant McGuire would be next for the Marysville Giants. That is ball 3. Two walks, 2 hits in the inning, and a sacrifice fly. One of the walks of the bases loaded variety. That's a strike. (3-1) now. Chopped at the plate, so all the way back to 3-2 for Bobby Remedi against Peyton Budakavali. Sun not a factor anymore out there for the left side of the infield or the outfield. 3-2 pitch, call strike 3. Big pitch right there by Remedi, but the Giants do score 2. They cut it in half. We go to the bottom of inning number 5. Potters 4, Giants 2.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
Bottom of inning number 5. Caden Bulock back on the mound. He's going to face Aiden Diome, then Trip Garish and Ty McGraw, 2, 3, and 4 for the Potters, who were seeking to answer the 2 runs the Giants put on board in the top of the inning. Bulock, the third pitcher. Brandon Dorn started, then Cole Berry went an inning. And Bulock with the 4th inning was 1, 2, 3, so he was very successful while he was out there. And he faces Aiden Diome, who takes a strike. And grounded to first in the first inning, then he flied to center in the third, so he is 0 for 2, 7 for 16 on the season with 4 runs and 5 runs batted in. Lifts that one down the left field line out of play. Potters could really be in trouble if it weren't for great plays by Brian Williams Jr. and Tyler Russell in the outfield, both robbing the batter of extra base hits and RBIs. That ball's hit well to center field, but moving back is better. He's got room. Still in a little patch of the sun out there. That's how far it was hit. But Diome's out on a fly ball to center field for the first out in the 5th. And Trip Garish, who has struck out and singled, will be our hitter out of the U.S. Air Force Academy and originally Belmont, California. 6'2", 220 for Trip. Wearing number 34 for the Potters in the powder blue today. Orange numbers. Takes it. It's a strike. Bueller kind of served that one up. And Garish off balance takes it for a strike. 0-1. That one misses outside. 1-1. Jake Redding behind the plate. McGuire at third. Akabachi at short. Spomer at second. And Danley at first. That's in there for a strike. Nichols, Vetter, and Budakaboli in the outfield. For the Marysville Giants, again, I think they should change their name to Super Tigers, and I don't know why, I just do. Riley, I'm sorry, I just do. There's no reason, there's no rhyme. Outside, 2-2. Maybe because somebody should be called the Super Tigers somewhere, and no one is. So someone's got to rectify that mistake. There has to be a team called the Super Tigers. There is the California Tigers on our schedule. I will change them officially to the Super Tigers when they come in. Garrett lifts it down the left field line out of play. We already changed the South Bay Storm to the South Bay Storm Chasers, and I think that's much better. So we'll do the same for the Tigers. We'll just clean up the league one team at a time is what we're doing. I don't know, Riley. I don't know why Super Tigers. It just occurred to me at the time. I mean, there's a lot of Tigers, not a lot of Super Tigers. Hit sharply into the hole. Backhanded, no, off the glove of shortstop Yakabachi, and Garish is going to have himself another infield single, but he's going to have to get himself a new bat because that one is in a couple of pieces. So Tripp is 2 for 3. The Potters have 5 hits on the night, and Ty McGraw, who has one of the other 4, will be the hitter. He has popped to short and singled. Single coming back in the 3rd inning. Ty at 12 for 23 on the season. 8 runs batted in, 7 runs scored. He faces Bulock. And he takes inside and low for a ball, 1-0. That one's fouled off. Ty McGraw waited on that one, waited and waited and waited, and then fouled it off to the left side. That's a good-looking pitch inside corner. Got McGraw looking outside, I think, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Ty. Out of Gardendale, Alabama, and a student at Troy University. We said they were the Trojans. I think we did. That one's inside. wearing number 25 for your Lincoln Potters, who have some activity out in their bullpen. McGraw hits that one pretty well to right. Moving back is Budo Cavalli, going back and has it right in front of the warning track. Then he falls down, but hopefully he's okay and no advance for Trip Garish at first base. McGraw hits it well. A couple of well-hit balls in this inning, but two outfield flyouts by McGraw and Diome, and that brings up Tristan Russell. A member, as we're told by Luke Stoutwalker, of the German national team. I assume he means baseball. He might mean something else. Tristan with a single and a walk in this one, so he is 1 for 1. He has scored a run back in the second inning. He has driven in 13 on the season for the Potters. And he has Garish at first base, and he has a strike call in the inside corner from Caden Bullock, who's been moving the ball around very well. His location is good for the right-hander out of American River College. And I want to say maybe Yuba City, I think. That one's inside, but American River definitely. One and one now on Russell with Jason Hansen on deck. Russell pops that one up. He waited also for the breaking ball and fouled it off to the left side. So it's 1 and 2 on the left-handed hitter, the DH from Cypress, Texas. That one sails outside. 2 and 2. Garish with a short lead over at first base with 2 outs here in the 5th. 4-2 Potters. Russell fouls it off. Trying to wait just the right amount of time on that breaking ball. And so far not quite timing it. Looks like the Giants also with some activity out in their bullpen. They've got a right-hander up and throwing. Bullock working his second inning. Doran went 2, and then Barry came in and went the third inning. That's in the dirt. Good scoop by Jake Redding behind the plate. That'll run the count full at 3 and 2, and mean Garish can be taken off at first base with 2 outs here in the inning. There he goes. Pitches high, ball 4. So Tripp goes to second. Russell is on for the third time, second time via the walk, and Jason Hansen will be our hitter. He's walked and hit a sacrifice fly. Jason with his second RBI of the season. Takes a fastball and takes a strike from Caden Bullock. 0-1. Jason out of Roseville, California, and UC Davis with the 0-1 count. Breaking ball catches the outside corner. 0-2. So immediately in the hole, Jason Hansen. Garish at second, Russell at first. Breaking ball inside for a ball. Again, Bullock changing the location. Had Hansen out in front of that one, and ball was uncomfortably close to Jason, so he moves out of the way. Donnie Supot is the activity in the bullpen for the Marysville Giants, another American River College product. Hansen takes call, strike 3. A hit and a walk, but nothing else for the Potters. We go to the 6th. They're on top, 4-2.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, This iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not one but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today, or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Top of inning number 6, Potters 4, Giants 2. The new Potters pitcher is Tyler Hutchison. He is coming to us squarely out of Roseville, California, and Sierra College. He is making his 3rd appearance, 3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts and a walk, and an ERA of 3. He'll face 7, 8, and 9 in the order for the Giants. That's Grant McGuire, Jackson Nichols, and Cade Spomer. Which means we'll start off with Grant McGuire, who is grounded to first and grounded to third. Piper running the dance contest. It's his best move. He does it in the top of the 6th inning every game out here for your Lincoln Potters. Hutchinson's fastball is inside. And he crowns a winner. And a worthy winner. I would say most times the worthy winner. Hutchinson delivers a fastball, and he delivers a strike, even to count up at 1-1 on Grant McGuire, coming to us from Feather River College up in Quincy, California, the home of the Golden Eagles. Might even be the home of the Golden Eagles, I don't know. Breaking ball inside, 2-1. American River College is the Beavers. It might be the home of the Beavers. I don't know. You think there's any Beavers out there? You spent some time out at ARC. It could be some Beavers. Sierra College is the Wolverines. I don't know that they're Wolverines, but I can't say there's not. There's hills over there. Now, Wolverine is not out there. I know that. But Wolverines could be. Sac City is the Panthers. I doubt it. I'm doubting the fact there could be Panthers there. Inside. So that will be a walk to Grant McGuire. And Jackson Nichols, who is lined out to center and grounded out to first, will be our hitter out of ARC by way of Valley Christian High School. Jackson is the left fielder for the Giants out in this one. The team loaded up with community college prospects are the Marysville Giants, so a good-looking team. Hutchison misses outside. Tyler from Sierra College himself. Viewed as the Roadrunners. Again, not sure. Could be. If they're going to be somewhere, why not there? Yuba, the 49ers, I think. And that's historical. Yuba College, actually, I think the first summer home of the Sacramento Kings when they first came out here. That's where they practiced, Yuba College. Hutchison's pitch is a strike. 1-1 to Jackson Nichols. Potters with 3 in the 2nd and 1 in the 3rd. The Giants came up with 2 in the 5th and trail this 4-2, and they've got Grant McGuire down at first base with nobody out here in the 6th. Breaking ball inside moves Nichols off the plate. Jackson had in the count 2 balls and 1 strike. I really love the way they opened up that area down the left field line by moving the jumping, the kids' bounce houses and stuff way out to the fence line. Swing and a miss by Jackson Nichols. Now they got the food court. We got Sabonis to Mexico. They've got Fat Cat, of course, which used to be called the Riley place because he used to go there all the time. They get drenched in ketchup outside. 3-2 now on Jackson Nichols, and then just doused in onions. I'm down with the onions. The ketchup, a little bit too heavy on the ketchup for me, Riley. But the onions, primo. 3-2 pitch. Fouled out of play by Jackson Nichols. We'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sierra against ARC. Hutchinson against Jackson Nichols. I imagine the two faced off during the last Big 8 conference season. Sierra goes all the way to the state championships. Tremendous accomplishment for the Wolverines. And the Beavers have improved, as we talked about it with Jake Morurell, every single season for the past 3 years. There goes the runner that's swinging a foul ball. Three balls, 2 strikes. Top of inning number 6 from McBean Stadium. They'll go over to first base to try to keep Grant McGuire a little bit closer if he was thinking about going on the 3-2 pitch, as he did on the last 3-2 pitch. Outfield straightaway and deep for Jackson Nichols. Fastball is called strike 3. The throw to second is in time. Did he have it? No. Wasn't really handled at second base. The ball came in on a bounce. It was there in plenty of time. McGuire steals second base, a strikeout of Nichols for the first out of the inning. And that one was gunned by Villanueva. It just took a bounce, and I think that's Lavin at second base. Couldn't get it in the glove. And that'll bring up Cade Spomer, who is the Dueling Dogs batter, and so far has not treated the Dueling Dogs people very well with 2 hits. He's got a chance with a runner in scoring position to bring the Giants a run closer. Hutchinson slider is just outside for a ball, 1-0. He is their Dueling Dogs batter. So far, Potter fans have not had any 50% off anywhere because the Farmers' first guy in the Farmers' 5th got on. And Spomer has not cooperated at all in his 2 at-bats. It's 2-0 now on Cade. Out of Lincoln, California, and I believe Concordia College. Thought I had that somewhere. There it is. Yes, Concordia College. I don't know much about it, but a cool sounding college. That is ball 3. Top of the order will be Landon Vetter, who was robbed of extra bases his last time, back in the 5th inning by Tyler Russell out in left field. Hutchison hits it for a strike. Three balls, 1 strike. McGuire at second, 1 out in the 6th. Ball 4. So Spomer has really, really disappointed Dueling Dogs fans with 2 singles and a walk from the number 9 spot. And with runners at first and second, that'll bring back up Landon Vetter, the leadoff man who has walked twice, and then have that line drive to left field pulled down by Tyler Russell back in the 5th inning. So Landon is 0 for 1 out of Sierra College. Hutchison and Vetter, both Sierra College ball players from the last season, facing off here. Vetter takes a fastball. He takes it outside for a ball. Call strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to Landon Vetter. Logan Vakavachi is the on-deck hitter, the shortstop, the number 2 hitter. A lot of Mookie Betts jerseys around here. We see one every day. Not inside. It's never the real Mookie Betts, but if it is, he comes in all shapes and sizes. 2-1. Got a couple of cowbells here, a couple of cowbells out there from a big crowd out here. Misses 3-1. Vakavachi on deck had a base hit his last time up and scored a run in that 5th inning. When the Giants scored a pair, (3-1) to Landon Vetter. Chopper out towards shortstop's going to be a tough play anywhere. Go to first, not in time. And Vetter with the infield single. That's just a tough play for Diome. He had to come all the way in on it if he wanted to make a chance, and that ball was just going to bounce too far in front of him. So Vetter gets himself a base hit. He'll load the bases with 1 out and bring up Logan Vakavachi, the shortstop. Struck out in the first, hit by a pitch in the 3rd, and singled in the 5th. In there for a call strike inside corner. 0-1. That one looked beautiful, but it missed outside. 1-1. One pitch is hit foul down the third base line, so it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tyler Hutchison, his 3rd appearance of the season, out of Sierra College. Pitching against some old foes and some former teammates. That's in the dirt. Villanueva with a nice block, 2-2. Vakavachi also Sierra College, as is Jake Redding, the on-deck hitter. Breaking ball, ball 3. A little bit too low for the call, 3rd strike, which the fans definitely wanted, and very vocally so. That is call strike 3, and the bat was already flung in the air, so a surprise to Mr. Vakavachi, but strike 3 call, 2nd out of the inning, both via the strikeout, both via the call 3rd strike. And here's Jake Redding, who took a call 3rd strike in the 1st, popped to 1st in the 3rd, and then walked in the 5th. And the base is still loaded for the Marysville Giants. Redding out of Lincoln, California, and Sierra College. Slider just misses. Did he swing? No, he did not. 1 ball and no strikes. Carter Jones to follow, but it's all about Jake Redding and Tyler Hutchinson right now here in the 6th inning. Another great crowd out here checking out some Lincoln Potters baseball. Swing and a miss on the fastball inside. Willie Preston calls for the cowbell. And he gets a good response, as he often does. Swinging a foul at the plate, so it's 1 ball and 2 strikes, and that got Villanueva, I think. So the umpire will again do the humane thing and take a slow walk out to the pitcher and a slow walk back to get behind home plate and give Ryan a chance to recover, rejuvenate, and rehabilitate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's outside, and another great block by Villanueva behind the plate. The youngster out of Fullerton College, making a nice defensive play, keeping the ball in front of him with the bases loaded. And now it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count on Jake Redding. Grounder down the third baseline. That's a foul ball. Handled by the Giants in front of their dugout, who had to dodge a couple of innings ago a flying bat that went down there. Even Riley was still talking about it an inning later. Did you see that bat? Yeah, I did, Riley. I did see the bat. Thanks. We gave it 100 feet on the bat throw, which is pretty good and will be hard to beat. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout by Hutchinson, and the Giants don't score in the sixth. We go to the bottom of inning number 6. Your Lincoln Potters 4, the Marysville Giants 2.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in our store, our conference facilities, an amazing team helps keep together an amazing organization, and we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Bottom of inning number 6, Potters on top 4-2. The spinning bat race was epic again. We had 3 contestants. One guy just took a dive. One guy went past Piper, came around the other side, and then tried to tackle him. So Brielle with another tremendous, she might be taking over the number 1 spot in the intern rankings. Riley, I don't know. She's been on fire today. Tyler Russell's our batter. Donnie Supot, who just showed some incredible accuracy as he hit the bat behind Tyler's head for a foul ball. It looked like it was going to be ball 1, I'll be honest. And it's not. It's strike 1. Is it fair? I don't know. That one is grounded out to shortstop. Iacovacci has it. Takes his time across the diamond by a step at first base as Tyler Russell is retired. So 1 out here in the 6th. And Ryan Villanueva will be the hitter. Ryan with a 2-run single in the 2nd inning, struck out looking in the 4th, so he is 1 for 2. He has now got 6 runs batted in on the season. Supot is down low for a ball. That one is high for a ball, so it's 2-0, 82 miles an hour from the right-hander Donnie Supot out of American River College. Inside for a ball. It's like Jack Housley has taken over for Danley at first base out of Butte College. Supot delivers outside, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Ryan Villanueva. He'll go down to first base with 1 out and bring up Brian Williams Jr. So here's Brian Williams. He's got an RBI ground out in the second and then grounded to third in the fourth, so he is 0 for 2. He takes a strike. 0-1. Brian out of Midwest City, Oklahoma, and Dallas Baptist University. Takes a strike, off-speed pitch. Good location by Supot, and he's quickly ahead in the count 0-2. Outfield pretty much straight away, actually a little deeper in left than that. Williams has shown a lot of pop early in the season. Hasn't got one out of here yet, but has put one pretty close on a couple of different occasions. At a couple of different locations. It's a sharp lead to shortstop. Yakabachi to second. He'll get 1 to first. Is too high. And Williams is going to round first and think about it, but then go back to the bag. So it's a fielder's choice for Brian Williams Jr. The throw from Spomer over the head of the new first baseman, Jack Housley. And Williams is now at first base. He has 9 stolen bases, and Jake Lavin is the hitter. He is lined to second, grounded to second, and flied to center for his first 3 at-bats. So he is 0 for 3 in this one. Out of Laguna Beach, California, and UC Berkeley. Williams taking the lead at first base. And there he goes. And the pitch is fouled off by Jake Lavin. Got something he was too good for him to let go, so he went at it but fouled it back to our lefts. 0-1 on Jake. Well, Williams goes back to first base because the rules dictate that. Got activity in both pens, and they're going to throw over to first base. We are in the bottom of inning number 6 with 2 outs. Peter Jensen warming up for the Potters. There goes Williams again. That's outside. The throw to second will be right on the money, but a little bit too late. 10 stolen base for Williams. Jake Redding with a really good throw, but couldn't go into the time-space continuum and get Williams to go slower, if you know what I mean. Anyway, 1-1 now on Jake. Breaking balls lifted foul over to our left. 1-2. Aiden Diome to follow, but it's all about Jake Lavin right now with Williams at second base. Being held by Yakabachi a little bit. Brian has been known to just take off for third as well, but that's what Tony Supot thought, so he did the old fake-a-rooney, which is rarely successful, but does keep the runner from taking off. So I guess in that way it's successful. Lavin takes outside, evens it up at 2-2 on Jake. 5 runs batted in, 7 runs scored for Jake Lavin. Ty McGraw has 8 runs batted in, and Tristan Russell leads the team with 13. Lavin takes inside and low, nice block by Redding. Runs the count full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. That's fouled off. Lavin again waiting for the off-speed pitch and spoiling it to get himself another shot up there. As the umpire gets resupplied with some baseballs. And we get back to the action, 3-2, with Williams still out at second base and Yakabachi still trying to keep Brian close. A little bluff here, a little bluff there. Lavin hits it foul down the third baseline. I think that Brian would not want to take off on this 3-2 because he's in Jake Lavin's eye line. And you don't want any distractions there, trying to concentrate on the pitch. But, you know, that's an old man way of looking at things. I'm sure he can handle both of them if he needs to. 3-2 coming up. Outside, ball 4. Lavin has to lead the team in walks. And here's Aiden Diome coming to the plate. That's the 12th walk for Jake Lavin already this season. So here's Aiden Diome, who has flied to center twice and grounded to first. The youngster from West Park High School takes a strike. Diome hits it fouled over on the on-deck circle of his own team and almost clocked a guy in his own team. Makes it 0-2. Quickly 0-2. Trip Garish to follow, but it's about Aiden Diome now. He's got runners at first and second. But an 0-2 count. High fastball makes it 1-2. 82 from Supot on the fastball. That's outside. Easy take for Aiden. 2-2. Diome hits it down the first baseline. I think that's a foul ball. And a diving play by Housley over there. But it goes for naught as it is a foul ball. And we'll do it one more time. Potters with all their runs in the second and third. 2 in the second, and 1 in the third. Giants have scored twice in the fifth. They had the bases loaded in the third and the sixth, and were not able to push anything across. Diome fouls that one out of play. Stays 2-2 on Aiden. 6'3", 200 pounds out of Roseville, California, West Park High School. Peter Jensen loosening up for the Potters. Also an unidentified number 27 in the bullpen for the Giants. Diome takes high and outside, 3-2. So we have put the call out to find out who number 27 is, and we will spare no expense. Leave no stone unturned. Go to the ends of the earth to uncover the identity of this mystery man. Or we just ask him. Full count, Diome. That's down low for a ball. It'll bring up Trip Garish with the bases loaded. Good at bat by Aiden Diome to wait out Donnie Supot, and here's Trip Garish on, I don't know if he's on leave from the Air Force Academy or he's on break from the Air Force Academy. I don't know what the nomenclature is, but I do know he's 2 for 3 so far in his return here to Lincoln. We're glad to have him. Glad to have him even if he wasn't 2 for 3, but we're glad to have him even more when he's 2 for 3. But he's up right now with the bases loaded, Riley, and that means right place, right time, right hero, perhaps. Perhaps. We'll see. I mean, I could see a player of the game in his future if he got a base hit here. I mean, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't even have a magic 8 ball. That is ball 1. Trip out of Belmont, California, making his season debut in this one. Fouls that one back to the screen. 1-1. Tony Supot, the fourth pitcher. Doran started, went 2 innings, then Barry 1 inning, and Bullock 2 innings. Bullock 2 innings, 1 hit. He walked 1 and struck out 2. He's very successful, very effective for the Marysville Giants on the mound. The right-hander out of ARC. 1-1 now on Tripp. Call strike 2. A beautiful looking pitch. Looked a little too high, then ducked right down. A little dovetail there over the plate. Riley nods in agreement of my incredible jargon. 1-2. Ty McGraw to follow for the Lincoln Potters. Tripp takes outside for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the left-hander. Got Brian Williams Jr. over to third. We've got Jake Lavin out at second. We've got Aiden Diome over at first. And 2 outs here in the 6th of a 4-2 game. Tripp hits it right at second base. Scooped up out there by Spomer. He goes to first for the out. And Supot gets out of trouble. We go to the 7th. Potters still on top, 4-2.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Top of inning number 7. Potters on top 4-2. Peter Jensen is the new pitcher out of Sac City College. He is making appearance number 3, an inning and 2/3, 2 hits, 1 run. He has struck out 4 and walked none. Jensen has no wins and no losses. And that should bring up Carter Jones to start us off, and it is Carter Jones. The DH is Carter Jones. He's struck out, he's walked, and he's grounded out. He'll be followed by Jack Housley and Peyton Budicavoli. And inside with the fastball from Jensen at 88 miles an hour. 1 ball and no strikes. Potters with John Alkire went the first 4, gave up 2 hits and struck out 5, allowed no runs. Swing and a miss by Carter Jones. Then Remedi gave up 2 runs on 2 hits in the 5th. Hutchison gave up a hit and 2 walks, but struck out 3 and held the Giants scoreless in the 6th. And now Peter Jensen. That one is down low, so it's 3-1. Potters have walked 7 batters tonight in the first 6 innings, allowed 5 hits. There's a sharply hit ball to the right of second, into right center field, a base hit. So Jones delivers his first hit of the game. He's on base for the second straight time after walking in the fifth. Sixth hit given up by Potter's pitchers. And Jack Housley will be making his first appearance out of Butte College. Danley was 0 for 2, but did have a sacrifice fly for an RBI while he was in there, and now Housley will be making his first appearance at the plate, the right-handed first baseman out of Butte College. Jensen delivers, but he misses outside, 1-0. Hanson, Diome, Lavin, and McGraw in the infield, Russell, Williams, and Garish in the outfield, and Ryan Villanueva behind the plate for the Potters. Hit high in the air to center field. Williams coming on now. Still coming on. He'll be there in time to make the catch for the first out. So Housley's retired in his first appearance at the plate, and Peyton Budacavalli will be the batter. He singled back in the second, but has taken a call third strike in both the fourth and the fifth. So Peyton is 1 for 3 in this one out of Butte College as well. We got a pinch runner, it looks like. No. So that's... So number 3, that's Caleb Sumsian. Caleb Sumsian. So Sumsian will take over at first base, running for Housley as Budacavalli comes to the plate. And there's a strike. 0-1. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Potter's on top 4-2. And a game that's been big on rallies and not so big on scoring. Short lead at first base. Liner fouled off the netting on the right side by Budacavalli. Grant McGuire, the third baseman, waits in the on-deck circle. 1 out here in the inning after the fly out. So Sumsian will probably take over as the DH for Carter Jones. That one's lifted out to center field. Williams is coming on. He won't get there. It'll drop in front of Brian for a base hit. Second hit of the inning and second hit for Peyton Budacavalli. And Grant McGuire will come to the plate as the word goes out. $2 cheeseburgers available down there, the third base line, which is just exciting to hear, even though I will not avail myself of that opportunity. I think it's great. It's great news. Here's McGuire, who's grounded to first, grounded to third, and walked. So 2 hits in the inning for the Giants, and they are threatening once again here in the top of the 7th. And there's a call strike to Grant McGuire. Grant out of Feather River College, facing Peter Jensen out of Sac City College. Jensen 6'1", 205. Misses outside with that one. Brings the count even at 1-1. Potters will be off tomorrow and Thursday, coming back for a weekend series against the AE Express. Friday and Saturday night, and Sunday will be an afternoon game of 1:05 first pitch. Friday is country night. First 500 fans in attendance get a cowbell, which sounds nice, but could be quite cacophonous, if you know what I'm saying, Riley. But I think that's the whole point. Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Jensen. Got a big cut out of Grant McGuire, but no contact, 1-2. I think that's probably it could be the loudest night of the year. And we've had fireworks a couple times already. If you're going to have that many cowbells, you want to get a W, too. You really do. A Express bringing in a tough ball club. Swing and a miss. Good strikeout right there by Jensen. 2 outs, 2 on. Jackson Nichols, the hitter. The left fielder is flied to center, grounded to first, and struck out. Out of American River College and Valley Christian High School in Roseville. Robbed in the second by Brian Williams Jr. on a diving catch in center. And he is 0 for 3. That one misses outside from Peter Jensen. 1 ball and no strikes. Potter's quiet in their bullpen. Giants have some activity in theirs. Strike call might be the mysterious number 27 still. One ball, one strike on Nichols. Crowder out to shortstop. Flipped over to second. Force play, third out of the inning. Potters get out of it. We go to the bottom of the seventh. They are going to stretch our Potter fans, and they've got a lead of 4-2.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Bottom of inning number 7, Cade Spomer, the new pitcher for the Marysville Giants. Caleb Sumption, who went in to run for Housley, is going to move over and take Spomer's place at second base. So that'll move Spomer to the mound, Sumption to second base, and that's all I'm going to worry about with that. And the first batter will be Ty McGraw. He's popped out, he's singled, he's flied to right. Fifth pitcher for the Marysville Giants is Cade Spomer. Johnny Supot went single inning. He walked 3, gave up no runs, and had no strikeouts. Got a couple of ground outs and left the bases loaded, so he escaped unscathed. And here's Spomer to take on McGraw, and McGraw takes a strike. Tristan Russell and Jason Hansen to follow here in the bottom of inning number 7. McGraw checks his swing. It's down low for a ball. Spomer out of Lincoln, California. And now Concordia College, and now from second base to the mound is his journey. And he sails the fastball too high, 3-1 at 86 miles an hour. Brandon Doran started, then Cole Berry, Ken Bulock, Donnie Supot, and now Spomer. Fouled out of play by McGraw. 3-2 on tie. McGuire at third, Iacobacci at short. Now Sumption at second, and Housley, well, I don't know if Housley's a person to. Oh no, he did. He didn't get run for. That was Carter Jones that got run for. Chopper up the middle. Second baseman Sumption comes in, throws on the run, and they make the connection at first base for the out. A little shaky over there at first base, but Housley manages to maintain contact with the base. And Tristan Russell will be the hitter. He has walked twice and singled, so been on base all 3 times. He scored a run out of Cypress, Texas. And here's Russell against Spomer. Jason Hansen follows for the Lincoln Potters. Breaking ball, nice pitch in there for a strike on 1 on Russell. Hit to left center field. That could be trouble. Down for a base hit. Russell rounds first. Headed for second. Vetter runs it down, gets it in, but he will not be in time as Russell has a stand-up double, and he's been on base all 4 times today. 2 hits and 2 walks, and he is in scoring position here in the 7th inning for the Lincoln Potters, and Jason Hansen coming to the plate.
Now batting for the Potters, third baseman from UC Davis, Jason Hansen.
So Russell pushing his average up near 400 with a single and a double today, and picked up a couple of stolen bases back in the second and has 2 walks as well. And Hansen, who was walked, hit a sacrifice fly and struck out at the plate. Takes the strike. Tyler Russell to follow Jason Hansen. Hansen takes a ball, Redding with a nice stop to keep that one from going back to the backstop. Evens the count up at 1-1. Swing and a miss. Pulled out on that one. An off-speed pitch coming down from Spomer. 1-2. Potters with some more activity in their bullpen as well. Giants are quiet. Swing and a miss, and Hansen's down on strikes. First strikeout for Spomer, second out of the inning. And it's up to Tyler Russell to try to score Tristan Russell from second base. Tyler has walked, struck out, and grounded to shortstop. 4 for 17 on the season. Scored a run back in the second. Right-hand hitting left fielder has a tremendous catch earlier in the game to keep at least 1 run off the board for the Giants, and he takes a pitch on the inside corner for a strike, 0-1. Ryan Villanueva, the catcher, follows Tyler. There goes the runner. He's off third to throw to second, and he is picked off at second base. Russell thought he got him unaware, but Spomer wheels around and hits Sumption at second. The tag applied, and that's the inning. We go to the 8th. Potters 4, Giants 2.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. Our friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions and take most insurances. We're proud to be an approved provider for veterans and welcome in our military patients.
From our family to yours, we're here when you need us.
Top of the 8th inning, Drew Kirby, the right-hander, is on for the Potters. He'll face Cade Spomer, and then the top of the order. That'll be veteran Yakovachi. Kirby making his second appearance, 1 inning, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts. In his first appearance, 6'6", 200 pounds, out of Cookeville, Tennessee. Popped up, Spomer right side, McGraw at first in foul territory, and he can't make the play because it's on top of the dugout, and that would be very impressive if he could. Kirby, I believe, if I'm correct on what I just saw on X, a.k.a. the Twitter, is no longer at University of Louisiana Lafayette. I think he is in the portal. And he's going to have a chat with Ryan Villanueva about that very thing, or maybe it's about the pitches that they're going to throw, probably the latter. Spomer with 2 hits and a walk. Willie made him the dueling dogs batter of the game, and the local Lincoln product did not take kindly to that and has not failed to reach base the entire time. Yeah, well, I know it's off the board now. I'm just saying the rest of the game. And I know why it happened too. There's a nice-looking fastball, but it's a ball at 90 miles an hour. He got to the 9th batter and said, I forgot to have one. You know, it happens. It happens to the best of us, and it happens to me too. That's hit well to left center field. Williams on his horse, gets over there, and he's right there to make the catch. The man covers a lot of ground is my point, as that ball was hit very hard by Spomer. But Brian Williams Jr. patrols the outfield. Like the old-time Texas Rangers, I would say, Riley. That'll bring up the top of the order, and Landon Vetter, the hitter. He's walked twice, he's flied to left, and he's singled. Oh, we might have a pulled-up injury there for Spomer. He's kind of gimping in there. Hopefully he's going to be all right. He does not look like he's moving too well as he gets over toward the dugout. So here's Vetter. He's a great Tyler Russell catch away from a perfect day. He takes a strike. 0-1. One pitch down the dirt, 1-1. Vetter out of Sierra College, playing out in center field today for the Marysville Giants. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one sails high from Drew Kirby. Right up about 90 miles an hour for the right-hander. Out of Cookeville, Tennessee. Look out, there goes a flying bat again. That one only makes it to the screen. I'm saying that's about 25, 30 feet. The ball is fouled off. So those are our first bat throws, or not throws, losing the bat tosses of the entire season, I think, Riley, isn't it? We haven't had any of them yet. Two and two. Outfield straight away for Vetter. Breaking ball, swung on and missed. Big strikeout for Kirby of Landon Vetter. Second out of the inning, and that'll bring up Logan Yakabachi. He struck out. He's been hit by a pitch. He singled and scored and then struck out again. So 1 for 3 with a run scored for Logan out of Sierra College. Up here with nobody on and 2 outs in the 8th inning. That is inside for a ball. That one is, look good. Didn't get the call, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes on Yagabachi. Sails that one high, 3-0. Jake Redding is the on-deck hitter. And that's ball 4. So Yagabachi reaches base with the base on balls. He'll be down there with 2 outs and Jake Redding coming to the plate. The catcher is struck out, popped out, struck out, and walked. Out of Lincoln, California, and Sierra College. I think Lincoln High School and Sierra College, to be more precise. Big right-handed hitter against a big right-handed pitcher in Drew Kirby. Yagabachi inching off at first, getting a pretty decent lead over there. And drops it in for a strike, does Drew Kirby. Potters will have the 7, 8, and 9, Russell, Villanueva, and Williams up in their half of the 8th inning. They have not scored since the 3rd inning. And the Giants have both of their runs in the 6th. That is a strike. I make that both of their runs in the 5th. Had the bases loaded on 2 other occasions, weren't able to push any runs across as Alkire and Hutchison shut him down. 0-2 now on Jake Redding. Another good lead by Yagabachi at first. Hit well to left field. Back goes Russell. Reaches up at the fence and makes the catch. Redding just about 5 feet short, perhaps. Maybe call it 10. But the Potters get out of the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom of the inning. Potters still on top, 4-2.
If you're in need of a seasoned DUI attorney, contact the law office of Samuel D. Burns Incorporated. We are familiar with the laws surrounding your case, and we will work diligently to minimize the negative impact following a DUI charge. With a proven track record, Sam Burns works on your behalf to provide a positive outcome. He's been able to save his clients' driver's licenses and negotiate more favorable terms. Visit our website.
So many local businesses trust Wizix Technology Group when it comes to their office technology. Wizix is a full-service, locally owned company with exceptional service, supplies, and support, which guarantees quick delivery and response times. Copiers, printers, scanners, business phone systems, EV charging, document management, and more. Join the ever-growing list of local businesses and win with Wizix, the largest independent provider in the Valley. Wizix, office technology made easy.
This job is the Esplanade Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it. We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Bottom of inning number 8, Tyler Russell in the batter's box. Sal Ruiz is our pitcher, the mystery number 27. Good job by the interns to get that name and put it together. Give us the information. That was Luke Stadwalker, I think, doing all the legwork, literally. Voldemort helped. He filled his seat while he was gone. Swing and a miss by Tyler Russell, who has walked, struck out, and grounded to shortstop. There's Brielle, who did a wonderful job as MC today. That is high for a ball. One ball and 2 strikes. Check swing. He went around. I'll make that 1 and 2. Outside for a ball. Ruiz, the 6th pitcher. Doran started, went 2 innings, and Barry 1, Bulock 2, Supot 1, and Spomer 1. He gave up a hit and got a strikeout. Outside, ball 4. So Russell gets the base on balls. Ryan Villanueva is our hitter, the catcher. Has singled in 2 runs, struck out, and walked. Brought his season total up to a half dozen runs batted in for Ryan out of Brea, California, and Lassen College. Connor Doucette is warming up in the bullpen for the Potters, and he is warming up a little while because that one came rolling out toward home plate. Could have been catastrophic. It was not. And Villanueva steps back up to the plate. Pretty good lead at first base for Russell. Ruiz delivers a high fastball, 1-0. Villanueva 7 for 16 on the season with a home run and now 6 runs batted in. There goes the runner. The pitch is high. The throw to second base is on target, but he got him at second base. That is a tremendous tag out there by Sumption, who reached back and got him as the ball tailed into the runner. And Russell is thrown out by Jake Redding for the first out of the inning. Looked like it was going to be a little late, but that throw just took him right into the runner and got him before he could reach the bag. Swing and a miss by Ryan Villanueva. That is a fastball. That's in there for strike 2 call. Villanueva did not agree. We had him on as a post-game guest. Very convivial fellow, and he's trying to persuade the umpire to his side, and I don't think he was that convivial. And I don't think he convinced him. Breaking ball stays high. Scoreboard shows 3 balls and 2 strikes. Umpire held it out right in front of him, but I couldn't see around if it was 3-2 or 2-2. Ruiz's pitch is fouled back to the screen, over the top, and into the parking lot area. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Outside, ball 4. So Villanueva picks up his second consecutive base on balls. Second one allowed by Sal Ruiz, and Brian Williams Jr. is the hitter. Got an infield ground out for an RBI back in the second, grounded to third in the fourth, and then into a fielder's choice in the sixth. So Brian 0 for 3. Up here with 1 out and 1 on in the eighth, and the Potters clinging to a 4-2 lead. Line drive up the middle, base hit center field by Williams Jr. Clean single right back up the middle. Having to stop at second is Villanueva. That's the Potters' 7th hit of the day and brings up Jake Lavin, who doesn't have one of the other 6. And that's depressing for Jake. He's 0 for 3, does have a base on balls, his 12th walk of the season. So still got the on-base percentage way up there. And he's up here with 2 on and 1 out in the eighth. Trying to get a little bit of breathing room for the Potters. In the dirt. Nice block by Redding behind the plate. 1-0 on Jake with Aiden Diome to follow. Sails that one high, and Redding's going to go out and talk to his pitcher. It's 2-0 on Jake Lavin. 2 walks and a single in the inning for the Potters. Russell was thrown out trying to steal for the only out. Villanueva now at second base. Brian Williams Jr. over at first. And a 2-0 count to Jake Lavin. There is activity in the pen for the Giants. Nothing going on right now for the Potters. Down in their bullpen down the right field line. Big 2-0 pitch right here from Ruiz. Swing and a miss on the fastball. I haven't knew it was coming. Didn't catch up. 82 miles an hour from Sal Ruiz. 2 balls and 1 strike. Potters off tomorrow and Thursday. Back here on Friday. It's a 7:05. It's country night. Come on out and check it out, or check it out on our YouTube. There's a grounder up the middle. Knocked down at second base. Infield single for Lavin. Everybody is safe. And the bases are loaded. Nice play by Sumption to keep that from going into center field, because that's definitely a run if it goes in there. Villanueva had to stop at third. Second hit of the inning for the Potters. And now here's Aiden Diome, who's flied to center twice. He's grounded to first and he's walked. The young man from West Park High School in Roseville. Grant Fletcher, number 5, warming up in the bullpen. Diome jumps on one and fouls it over, scatters the Potters in front of their dugout. So if you can't get out here, Stone's Broadcast Network's on YouTube, Lincoln Potters Baseball on YouTube. We urge you, as we always say, to subscribe so you never miss a game. A lot of action coming to you this summer from McBean Stadium. Diome takes high for a ball. I think I was checking out after this weekend, it'll be a third of the way through the schedule. So jump on board. Come on out. Definitely come on out. If you can't come out, jump on board with us. Diome fouls that one out of play. Goes to 1-2 on Aiden. Came in 7 for 14 with 4 runs and 5 RBI. So stands at 7 for 17 right now. He's got the bases loaded out there. And just 1 out here in the 8th. Potters 4, Giants 2. Fastball not close. 2-2 on Diome. Friday 7:05. Saturday I believe is also 7:05. Sunday 1:05. Potters also, this is the first of, I think, 6 Tuesdays in a row the Potters are playing home games. Great crowd out here today. Hopefully we'll do that every Tuesday. 2-2 misses outside and high. Come on out to a midweek game. Check it out. It's usually a 2 for Tuesday. Today's a Taco Tuesday. I can't guarantee that every time. I can guarantee there'll be tacos. I just can't guarantee it's a Taco Tuesday. But I do think I can say with some conviction anyway, it is a 2 for Tuesday. Full count. Fouled out of play by Diome. Left-hand hitting shortstop, 6'3", 200 pounds. Villanueva, Williams Jr., and Lavin on the bases. Ball 4, and Deom gets a RBI on the base on ball. Scoring is Ryan Villanueva. Big run for the Potters right there, and it'll bring up Trip Garish. And we're going to have a meeting at the mound here with the Marysville Giants and tell if they're going to bring in a new pitcher or hang with Ruiz here, as he has walked 3, giving up 2 hits in the inning. Deom picks up the RBI, his 6th of the season. Aiden was gone and then came back for another 10-day stint, and we are going to have a pitching change for the Giants. We're back with that new pitcher right after this as the Potters go to the bottom of the 8th with a 5-2 lead.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn.
New pitcher for the Marysville Giants is number 34, Jaden Thompson out of Butte College. He's a left-hander, a big left-hander, and he'll face another big left-hander, Trip Garish, who is 2 for 4 in his return to action for the Potters. He's up here with the bases loaded. Williams is over at third, Lavin at second, and Deom at first. And the first pitch is right down the middle for a strike. Garish is singled in the third and the 5th, struck out in the first and grounded out in the 6th. Fouls that one back on an inside fastball. 0-2 now on Trip with Ty McGraw to follow. That one gets away on a wild pitch, and here comes Williams. He'll score easily. Moving up is Lavin and Deom. So now it's 1-2 on Trip Garish. He still has runners at second and third, Deom and Lavin. That's in the dirt again. That one, Jake Redding's able to reach and keep from going to the backstop. So it's 2-2 now. Potters leading at 6-2. We are in the bottom of inning number 8. Garish swings and misses. He's out on strikes. So 2 outs in the inning, and Ty McGraw will be our hitter. He has popped out, singled, flied out, and grounded out. Out of Gardendale, Alabama, coming up here with a couple runners in scoring position against the left-hander Jaden Thompson. 7th pitcher for the Marysville Giants. Look out. Not in time. I didn't say that in time as McGraw is hit by the pitch. I blame myself. So Ty will go down to first. Hopefully he is okay. He's moving a little gingerly there after the contact was first made, but he's taking his time, and I think he's going to be fine. That's my professional opinion. And also we'll bring up Tristan Russell. Russell has singled, walked twice, and then doubled. He has scored a run. He stole a couple of bases. He is leading the team with 13 runs batted in. He is switching over to the right side to face the left-hander, Jaden Thompson. That's the side he was on when he hit his big home run back early in the season. I think it was their second game of the season. 358 feet to left field. Takes the strike right down the middle, 0-1. That was the first home run of the season, and we've since had one from Ryan Villanueva and Brett Griffiths, whose mom brought me cookies, or sent me cookies. There's a high fly to left field. Going back is Nichols, and that ball is gone. A grand slam for Tristan Russell, and the Potters open it up. They lead it 10-2. Breaking through here with 6 runs in the inning. Tristan Russell making a very serious attempt to be a 2-time Player of the Game nominee. I think that is a very good call for Tristan Russell. And he loses it in the ninth. I'm waiting for my facts from my guys, my post-it note, my distances. Home run number 2 for Russell. He now has 17 runs batted in. And the Potters have opened it up. They lead it 10-2. Jason Hansen will be the hitter. He is the 9th batter in the inning. Swings and misses. Couple strikeouts, a walk, and a sac fly for Jason Hansen. And by the biggest coincidence in the history of baseball, that is exactly 358 feet, exactly the same distance as his first home run. Or did Carson get stuck in the computer and not be able to figure out a new one? I don't know. I have to look it up. I don't know about technical stuff, but that seems odd to me. Either way, it's the second home run of the season for Tristan and gives the Potters a little bit of breathing room here. That is in there for a strike. Hansen chops it back over the mound, cut off by Yakovacci at short to first for the out. Nice throw to get Hansen at first. So the Potters score 6 times in the bottom of the 8th. We go to the 9th to shut it down. It's 10-2 Potters.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in our store, our conference facilities, an amazing team that helps keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Top of inning number 9. Caleb Sumption is our hitter. He is the designated hitter / second baseman for the Giants, and he'll take a strike. Connor Doucette is our new pitcher. Connor making his second appearance, 1 inning, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. Swing and a miss. He is the 6th pitcher for the Potters. Alkire started, then Ramidi, Hutchinson, Jensen, Kirby, and now Doucette. Sumption followed by Jack Housley. He fouls that one off. And then Peyton Budakavali here in the 9th inning. Nip and tuck there for a while, then Tristan Russell saw to that with a grand slam home run in the bottom of the 8th. Swing and a miss. So Sumption is down on strikes. That'll bring up Jack Housley, who came on for Danley in the 7th inning and flied to center field in his only appearance, so he is 0 for 1. A single cowbell toils in the night as he swings and misses. Connor Doucette. Nice looking pitch, misses outside. Connor out of the Woodlands, Texas, and Texas State University, just like the starting pitcher. So we're starting it and finishing it with Texas State University. John Alkire went the first 4 innings, gave up 2 hits, walked 3, and struck out 5. He's in line to get the win in this one. That one is outside for a ball. Fastball right down the middle. Evens it up at 2-2 on Housley. Jack out of Butte College, the Roadrunners up in Oroville. Slider goes outside, gets away from Villanueva, so the umpire, now let me throw one out there. Don't go after it, Ryan. Ryan Larson is the coach for the Marysville Giants. Ken Budakavoli is one of the assistants, and Mike Allen is the other one. That one's fouled back to the screen. I'll have to get the skinny when we talk to our player of the game as far as the Potters coaching tonight, as Eli Garcia was off with the Roseville Tigers as they got a first-round win in the NorCal section playoffs in baseball, 9-4. And we'll be moving on at home. And that misses outside for base on balls. Housley goes down to first over the quiet or not so quiet objections of several Potters on the call. And Peyton Budakavali will be the hitter. He's got a couple singles and a couple strikeouts so far for Peyton. He also out of Butte College. And he takes a fastball, and he has a ball 1 count, 1-0. Grant McGuire, the third baseman in the on-deck circle for the Marysville Giants. Had the bases loaded a couple of times today and not been able to score. Did score twice in the 5th inning. Fastball in there for a strike. But they had the bases loaded in the 3rd and in the 6th. And both times the Potters pitchers got out of it Got the first out and then struck out the second and the third out. Foul back to the screen. It's 1-2 now on Budakbali. Singled in the second, struck out in the fourth and fifth, and then singled again in the seventh. Just misses outside. Popped up center field, Williams. Moving over to right center, here comes the right fielder. That is going to be caught out there by Tripp Garish for the second out. Started out toward center, curved over toward right, and Garish was right there for the second out, and that will bring up Grant McGuire, who is 0 for 3 so far. Not going to hold the runner at first base. He takes off as the first pitch is in there for a strike. So Housley now down at second base, chatting with Jake Lavin down there. No balls and one strike on Grant McGuire. Next pitch, a fastball. It's strike two. Spencer for hire is taking over as last strike guy. What? What? You got to go now. Go, last strike guy. Go, 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 go. There you go. Not bad, not bad. Swing and a miss. The last strike guy, fill in, does a great job. He was on the job for 11 seconds and got the third strike. So that's the end of the ninth inning. No runs. One left for the Giants. Our final score. The Potters win this one 10-2. John Alkire gets the win. He's our co-player of the game, but Tristan Russell is our player of the game, as Tristan had 3 hits, 2 walks, a home run, and drove in 4 runs. We'll be back with our postgame right after this. Our final score again. Potters win it 10-2. We'll talk to you soon.
Lincoln provides all the charm of a small town, yet still provides access to excellent local medical care. At Lincoln Urgent Care, you can find expert services and a compassionate staff available 7 days a week. Our friendly front desk staff will welcome you when you come into our brand new facility. Your wait time will be minimal at our walk-in clinic, unlike the emergency room. From broken bones and lacerations to allergies, flu shots, and illnesses, we treat a variety of urgent medical conditions. What sets us apart is not just our central location in Lincoln, but the convenience of our extended hours, including weekends. We've become Lincoln's first choice for urgent care because we treat patients of all ages for a variety of conditions and take most insurances. We're proud to be an approved provider for veterans and welcome in our military patients.
From our family to yours, we're here when you need us.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team help us keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
And now it's time for our Raising Cane's Player of the Game interview. Right here on Stone's Broadcast Networks.
Welcome into the Potters postgame. It is time for our Raising Cane's Player of the Game interview. And Tristan Russell, I have to tell you this. I have to be honest with you. I was against you being the player of the game because I don't like to duplicate. But as Riley the engineer says, and I wrote it down to give him full credit, you can't ignore a grand slam. So congratulations, great job. And now that Riley said that, tell us a little bit about the grand slam.
Well, to be honest, I wasn't sure if I was going to get another at-bat there. I think I was like 4 hitters away. We had 2 outs. So honestly, just a great job from the guys ahead of me that I was able to get another at-bat. But yeah, it felt good. First right-handed at-bat of the night. So I took a pitch there just to kind of get settled in. And I kind of regretted it at first because it was fastball right down the middle.
Right there, yeah.
And then I was like, well, if I get another pitch good to hit, I'm not going to let it go. So second pitch, I think it was a changeup. But, yeah, I was able to catch it on the barrel and hit it out.
Now, I'm going to call you Mr. 358 because that seems to be the distance of both of your home runs. That's kind of odd.
I guess so.
Again, Carson's the one who gave me the information. Yeah, when I saw, you'd been batting on the left side all night, and when I saw you turn around to the right side, that's your home run side. So I had to mention that.
I guess it
is. And thanks for making me look good on that. That was nice, man.
Yeah, well, it's funny because that's what I've been working on pretty much as of late, because from the right side, it used to be that I was just like more of a line drive hitter. Mm-hmm. From the left side is where I usually can elevate the ball a little bit more, but seems like what I've been doing is paying off, and I'm able to elevate the ball to the pull side from the right. So
any premonitions this morning that they might get a home run today? That happens with you sometimes.
To be honest, I felt like I was going to have a good game. I'm not going to say that I felt like I was going to hit a home run. That was a strange feeling I did have the first day, but yeah, I felt really good today. And, yeah, had a good game.
3 for 3 and a couple of walks. And, it's been this past series that you had, I think the Red Tails over 40 free passes they issued. Is it tough for you guys to get timing when you're pitching people that really the ball's all over the place?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is just to be patient. If you try to press and, really go up there and just try to hit everything, it's not going to work. So you got to make sure you're letting the pitcher come to you. And, if he's not going to throw a strike, just take your walk. But, yeah, I felt like I did a really good job of that with the 2 walks, making sure they were pitching to me. And when they did, I made them pay for it. So
8 games now you guys have put together in a short period of time. You got a couple of days off. Is that a pretty good timing to have a couple of days off for you?
Yeah, it's always good to go into the off day with a good game. That way, you're not thinking about a bad game for the next 2 days. So I'm glad we had a good team win tonight. And then we get the next 2 days off. let our bodies recover a little bit and get ready for the next series.
Well, you guys have had some great starting pitching all season. John Alkire pitched very well today. He would have been you if you weren't you. So just so you know, I wanted to show a shout out to John. But what I was impressed with also is Brian Williams and Tyler Russell, tremendous defensive plays out there, and that has to pick up the whole team. When Brian makes the diving catch and Tyler makes the one against the fence, that picks up everybody.
For sure. It's a great team win. You know, everybody helped out in one way or another, so it definitely gets the dugout energy going when, you know, guys are making good defensive plays, and then, you know, it translates to the offensive side as well. So.
Well, always good talking to you, Tristan. Let's do it again. I don't care. As long as we have two. You know the old saying, you can't ignore a grand slam.
Yep.
Our Raising Cane's player of the game is Tristan Russell. We'll be right back with more postgame right here on the Stones Broadcast Networks. Our thanks to Tristan Russell, our Raising Cane's player of the game. He kind of made it hard. I mean, the guy was 2 for 2 with 2 walks. He comes in the 8th inning and hits the grand slam, and as Riley the engineer says, you can't ignore a grand slam. So our repeat Raising Cane's player of the game, Tristan Russell. John Alkire gets the win. The Potters pull out a big win tonight against the Marysville Giants. The score is 10-2. So the Potters, as we talked about with Tristan, a couple of days off. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday afternoon. Friday and Saturday night, Sunday afternoon, it's the AE Express coming into town to take on your Potters. Check it out at LincolnPotters.com and get your tickets and your information. Our final score, 10-2. Potters win it. For Mark the Phantom Lowe, for Riley the engineer, Willie Preston, Carson, Luke Statwalker, even Voldemort. Oh, and shout out Brielle tonight. Great job, my friend. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
They say that my behavior's unacceptable, so condescending and necessarily critical. I have a tendency of getting very physical, so watch your step, cause if I do, you'll need a miracle. You train me, try, make me wonder why I'm even here. The double vision I was seeing is finally clear. You want to stay, but you know very well I want you gone. Not fit to fucking tread the ground that I'm walking on. When it gets cold outside,